Whether you're training for a marathon or wanting to get back to the gym, do the activities you love without hesitation. Schedule an appointment today at Sage Against the Disease Acupuncture in Oakland. Heading to or from Alameda, the Oakland Alameda Access Project, led by Caltrans, is improving connections between I-880, I-980, Oakland and Alameda to help reduce congestion, improve safety, and create better access for drivers, cyclists, pedestrians, and transit. During construction, overnight traffic advisories, closures, and transit detours may be in effect near the Posey and Webster tubes. Stay informed before you go by scanning the QR code on the board or visiting OaklandAlamedaAccessProject.com for the latest updates and detour information. District Council 16 represents the best in business: painters, drywall finishers, glazers, and floor coverers, proudly serving Northern California and Nevada. They stand for top-tier training, great wages, strong benefits, and dignity on the job. Join the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades today. District Council 16, building the future, one skilled trade at a time.
Are you? Prepared drinking water for emergencies like this, please.
After natural disaster, water service can be disrupted.
So give your family peace of mind, store emergency drinking water. And don't forget your pet. Store tap water in clean, food-grade plastic containers. Store 2 gallons of water per person.
Replace tap water every 6 months.
Seal containers tightly in a cool, dark place.
So stay prepared like the bees.
The one I really like, that one is hard to
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at Raimondi Park as punk rock hits the ballpark with loud music, rebellious energy, and a night that's pure Oakland chaos. Tonight's game features the visiting Modesto Roadsters and your Oakland Ballers. Please note the Pioneer League rules state that only players, coaches, umpires, and those allowed access by Ballers Management are to be on the field during the game.
Very good afternoon and a happy Saturday to you, live from Raimondi Park in West Oakland. It's Ballers Baseball on Ballers TV as Oakland takes on Modesto for the second game of this 3-game series. They're going to go for a series victory tonight. I'm Tyler Peterson alongside Gareth Kwok, your peerless announcers every time we're going to be at home. Almost every time, actually. Gareth has missed a game, and I'm sure I will miss a game at some point as well. But we're here with you, and you're always here with us. I know you're watching every single night, and I hope you were watching last night because it was quite the finish.
Sure was. Late game Tremaine, clutch time Cobb, however you want to call it. Tremaine Cobb with his 2 home runs in the 8th and 9th innings to propel Oakland to a walk-off win. Both of the wins on this homestand, Tyler, have been thrilling. They've been exciting, and they've ended the same way in Tremaine Cobb walk-off fashion, if you will. But he's your star shortstop. He's the guy that's been through these big-time moments before, and right now you really would not want anyone better in that spot at the plate to win a game than Tremaine.
We were treated to a pretty good pitcher's duel between Omar Serrano of the Roadsters, who threw a quality start, 7 innings of 3-run ball with 10 strikeouts. Charlie Hurley, for a while there, looked like he might have been a little bit of a tough luck loser going 6 innings and only allowing 4 runs. He pitched very well as well, but his offense came in late. Again, 5 runs in the last 2 innings, all coming off the bat of Tremaine Cobb, and the Ballers walked off the Roadsters in their first ever matchup. So there still is only one team that has a winning record all time against Oakland, and fortunately it's the Long Beach Ghost. But they got that title away from Missoula, and hopefully they can get that title away from Long Beach as well. But today they go for the series victory. They'll have 2 shots to do so, as they did in their previous series against Long Beach. And you want to build off of the success of the trip to Missoula. You have a chance today to at least earn a split in this 6-gamer, and as things stand, you can still sweep the Roadsters. It's going to be a tough matchup. And after the break, we're going to get a sneak peek of next week's Bees Cast. We're going to hear from the man who pitched so well last night, Charlie Hurley. He stopped by with our Gareth Kwok. Let's take a break and come back on the Ballers pregame show.
Can I grab the antenna?
Let me switch off the mic. Should I switch off the mic? Maybe, maybe not. All right, Oakland! We have Ballers Baseball! We are back at Ramondi Park. So happy to have you. I'm happy to be back. It's been a few games. And I'm happy to be back for Anarchy in the OAK. It's punk rock night here. I don't know if you guys can hear the party going on in Scrappy Town right now. We had to bring out one of our bands, one of our featured bands here to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. This is Stay Out. Hey, you guys recently shot a music video here, right?
Yeah, we shot it right over there, actually.
And it's going to debut tonight. We're going to see it in between games, or in between innings. We are so happy to have you guys here. What has been just the emotion behind being here in Oakland?
Oh, it just feels great. It's home, you know. Like we lost our lovely team, but then the Ballers came around like right after, and it was amazing. So I don't know, it's just home, and everyone here knows what's going on. So it's amazing.
It really is. And since I talked to these two guys, I have to talk to you too. Now, with that moment in Scrappy Town, what was that like out there?
It was exhilarating. It was a town experience, exactly what I expected. Let's go, Oakland!
Go, Oakland! Already got the chance out. Okay, Grant is going to throw out the first pitch. There you go, Grant. We have Michael Riley in the squad. Let's see it. Ooh, what a pitch! Oakland baseball coming up.
Ballers fans, I see the video board now. For tonight only, we'll be doing 30% off tickets to any regular season Oakland Ballers game. Just go to tickets.
Welcome in, Ballers fans, to this exciting episode of Bees Cast. Gareth Kwok along with Charlie Hurley, as we are recording this on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Charlie had a great start yesterday. Gave up a couple homers, but then you settled in with the 6 innings. Just how did things feel for you being back at home and being back at Ramondi?
Oh yeah, I love pitching at Ramondi. The crowd was electric. They brought it yesterday. Nothing like pitching at Ramondi on Friday night. As far as the outing went, a little rusty earlier. I mean, not rusty, but it took a little bit to settle in. Once we got settled in, kind of was able to extend into the game.
How's the hamstring feeling up to this point? I know that was a little bit of an issue the first couple of weeks, but how was the rehab? How was it getting it all situated?
Yeah, so obviously it really stunk when it happened, but it's feeling a lot better now. I went back to Sacramento. Shout out my people at Kime. Shout out Evan. Shout out Kara, taking care of me. They got me back, got me feeling great, and then I told Skip I was ready to go. I think halfway through the 2-week road trip out in Montana.
Did the rehab get monotonous at all at any point, or were you pretty optimistic with the way things went?
I mean, yeah, it obviously sucks when your guys are out and they're competing, and you're not out there helping them win. But I was just grateful to get back out there when I did. So, to answer your question, it can get a little boring at times.
Yeah, for sure. How was the travel making it up to Montana? I know we needed a starter that week, and so how did that all happen getting up here?
Yeah, so I actually scheduled an Uber the night before for 6 a.m. because I was flying out of SFO. and I wish I would have scheduled it earlier because it took me an hour and a half to get over the Bay Bridge. It was brutal. But thankfully, my Uber driver was super cool. We talked the whole time. Had a flight at 9, layover in Seattle, got up to Missoula, I think like 2 hours before the game started. Yeah, my bullpen, and then started 2 days later.
Yeah, because I had no idea. I just walked into the locker room and then I saw you come in.
Yeah.
I was like, where'd you come in from?
Yeah, I was kind of incognito with that. I didn't really tell anybody it was coming out. I think I told a couple guys on the team.
Couple guys, okay. First time in Montana at all, or have you been up there before?
No, my grandpa actually used to live up there.
Okay.
So we used to visit there as kids. I was out in Bozeman.
Okay.
Yeah, really beautiful. Love Montana.
What were some of your favorite memories up there at your grandpa's?
Getting to play catch with him. He was actually a baseball player too. Growing up, he was an ambidextrous pitcher at 6'6", which is insane. Yeah, he was a really good athlete. So either getting to play catch with him or going fishing in the rivers down there.
Okay.
Down his house, yeah, it was fun.
Well, when we made the trip down from Montana back to California, it felt like every time I peered over in your direction, like people were just talking to you. Like you were chatting it up with all the strangers out there. I guess you stick out. Obviously, you and Derek Murphy tied for the tallest player on the team in the franchise history. But what were they like talking to you about?
Mostly that. How tall are you guys? You guys a basketball team? Especially me and Murph are walking next to each other because I can see how they can see that. But I mean, they were asking a lot of baseball questions too. I think we were on the train to the gate in Seattle together.
We took like 3 trains. It felt like.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was a long travel day. That was a really long travel day.
Do you have like responses almost like prepared, like go-to responses? I feel like you probably get those questions a lot when you're out and about in public.
Mostly at gas stations. Whenever I go to a gas station to pick up like an energy drink.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh, you're like the best person I've ever seen. Like, you got to play basketball, right? I'm like, nah, sorry.
Did you play basketball growing up?
That's a little sneak peek of our conversation with Charlie Hurley for our upcoming Beescast, which will be released next week. When we come back, we'll have our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup lineups and then first pitch. It's the Roadsters and the Ballers coming up next here on Ballers TV.
Stefan and Cassandra are leading in knockouts today. Also, fan slugging percentage led by Vincent, with Ari right behind and Jennifer in 3rd place. And as we move along here, look at that fan OBP. You all have on base percentage, and Ari is leading that as well. And win percentage, boy, Jared, for a good luck charm, as well as Michael and Angela. Baller metrics, every fan who comes to a game will be able to track a range of metrics to see how attendance is impacted with on-the-field play and see where you stand and register now at ballermetrics.oaklandballers.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the umpires! At home plate, Robert Hedman. At first base, Kate Hart. And at third base, Anthony Prater. Those are the umpires. The dimensions. Get ready for dimensions. It's 312 feet down the left field line, 398 feet to dead center, and 321 feet to right. Ladies and gentlemen, the dimensions.
Raimondi Park. So happy to be back. I haven't been here in so long. Can you tell I've been missing my ballpark? These ballers are built for you. This team is built by Oakland and will forever remain in Oakland because of each one of you. So many of you guys own a part of this team, and that is what makes the Oakland Ballers so special, because baseball will forever stay in Oakland thanks to you. Can we hear it? Let's go Oakland! Let's go Oakland!
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Let's take a look at our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup for this afternoon. It's the lefty Corbin Talley. You see his numbers with Modesto. Then you see Griffin Smith, a pitcher who from the same area collegiately from Corbin Talley, who was at Northwest Nazarene in Idaho. Griffin Smith was a righty from Washington State. There you see his 2026 numbers And both of these guys had done pretty well in the lower ranks. Smith, a former JC All-American.
Yeah, former JC All-American, and then transferred to Washington State, who competed in the Mountain West Conference. He was their Sunday starter, someone who could reliably give you 5 or 6 innings. He went 6 or more innings in 9 of his 17 starts. And then Talley, one of the best Division II strikeout throwers in the game.
Let's send it over to Tarek Ansari with the starting lineups.
And now it's time for the starting lineup for your 2025 PBL champion, Oakland Ballers. Taking the field with the Oakland Ballers will be players from the Vallejo Aces. Leading off, the left fielder, number 3, Tremaine Cobb. Batting second, the second baseman, number 23, Nick Lee. Batting third, the third baseman, number 15, Jake Allgaier. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 27, Noah Blythe. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 16, Jeter Ibarra. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 21, Cam Buford. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 8, Brendan O'Sullivan. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, Nick Poss. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 19, T.J. McKenzie. And on the mound tonight for the Ballers, making his professional debut, number 29, Griffin Smith. The Ballers are managed by Aaron Miles. Before we start today's game, we acknowledge that the land where the Oakland Ballers work, train, and play sits on the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ohlone in the territory of Huichin, encompassing regions throughout the greater East Bay area. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. Presenting the American flag is military veteran Dave Chavez. Tonight's national anthem is being performed by Kevin Sandstrom.
There's any instrument I love better live than electric guitar.
Oh my goodness. The air shredder.
Let's look at the lineup for the Modesto Roadsters as written out by JT Snow and presented by Rubenstein.
Well, one noticeable change for Modesto. Dom Rodriguez gets to start. He's at first base and batting eighth, but the rest of the lineup is the same. Williams and Handren. Johnson is not in the field. He will DH. Cannon had 2 hits and a 3-run home run. Liniak also homered yesterday. Rodriguez just a notable addition for Modesto.
On the mound is Griffin Smith. In his career at Washington State, he was 10-11, a 6.05 ERA. 160 innings. Gareth, 40 walks in 160 innings to 92 strikeouts. So he gave up hits in what at the time was the Mountain West in an independent schedule, and next year back as a fully fledged, reconstituted Pac-12. The defense behind him is not a defense we have seen before because of one pretty big change.
That's Tremaine Cobb getting the start in left field. Brendan O'Sullivan makes his first professional start. He's at shortstop. Nick Poss does the catching for today after Clora caught back-to-back games.
They're doing that partially because there is a lefty on the mound, and we are going to see all 8 right-handed hitters for Oakland, including Allgaier, who is a switch hitter. For those of you who are wondering at home, the second verse of Francis Scott Key's Star Spangled Banner goes, "On the shore dimly seen through the mists of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence repose." In case you wanted to sing along. Tyler Williams to face Smith, and his first pitch as a professional is ball 1. 90 miles an hour at 438. At a good old block party here for our punk night at Raimondi Park. A 69-degree first pitch. O'Sullivan is going to fight this wind and make the catch. One away to begin this first inning.
What you're going to see from Smith today, a fastball that sits in the upper 80s. His best secondary pitch is his changeup. He does have a slider and a cutter.
Here is Max Handren. Handren took an 0 for 3 last night with a walk and a run scored. Two and 0. Smith, 6'2", 205. He is 22 years old. Had only turned 22 on the 29th of May. And he is from Appleton, Wisconsin. And I'll have to check the archives, but I'm pretty sure he is the first native son of Wisconsin to play for Oakland.
Big-time Packers fan, as he was telling me when we first met.
4-pitch walk to Handren. That'll bring up the DH Osiris Johnson. 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Singled in the first inning and scored a run. Smith's first pitch bounces up to the plate. Fastball right now at 90. At close stance, just a totally different approach from the rest of the hitters in the PBL. That's low as well. Balls and strikes being called by Robert Headley behind the plate today. He is the gentleman whose name we could not figure out last night. Kate Hart is at first, and Tony Prater is at third. And now it's 3-0. There's a strike to Johnson on the breaking ball. It's a better comeback pitch after throwing 7 straight balls. Shakeoff from Smith. Nice pitch there. Gets Johnson to swing and miss. And now it's 3-2.
And there's that slider from Smith. Spun beautifully off the outside.
3-2 pitch to Johnson. Some confidence to throw that below the zone and try to get the swing. This is going to be a stolen base. It's taken right down the middle for a strike. At least I thought it was. Johnson wants to challenge.
After review, the call of a strike is confirmed.
And Johnson's out. So Modesto loses a challenge at the stolen base for Handren. I suppose it wasn't as right down the middle as I thought. It looked a bit low, but as far as over the plate, it was over the middle of the plate, and it was a strike. And as I look at our TrackMan, half of the ball in the zone, half of the ball out.
Nice job by Smith, overcoming the 3-ball no-strike counts, get back into it, and then strike out Johnson.
Here's Cannon, who hit a first-inning 3-run shot in yesterday's ball game. 3 home runs for him now on this first season for Modesto. Swing and a miss. Smith set. Cannon takes a strike at the knees. It's 1-2.
The call of a strike is being challenged.
And it's being challenged by the batter.
After review, the call is overturned to a ball.
And it's overturned to a ball.
The Modesto Roadsters have 1 challenge remaining.
So it is instead 2-1. Well, Cannon must have been pretty sure, and it definitely was a ball. That's out of play, now 2-2. Well, I think the good thing for Cannon there is he knew absolutely that that was going to be a ball. There's no doubt about it. It is a scary sight to see someone try to use a second challenge on a non-strikeout pitch in the first inning.
Well, that's where you have to be almost undeniably sure that that is going to work in your favor to use that second challenge.
Smith steps off, and every once in a while the umpire will just miss one. Let's see where Smith goes here on 2-2. Grounded foul. Looks like the changeup that time. Right at the bottom of the zone, though. It's a good pitch because it's just barely scraping that bottom of the zone. Smith working low so far in this first inning. Got him swinging. Slider strikes him out, and that's a pretty nice first professional inning for Griffin Smith, who strikes out 2, and we head to the bottom of the first. No score on Ballers TV.
Let me introduce you the hatless Scrappy the Rally Possum. He brought out his mohawk just for Punk Rock Day. He's going to give you a little solo on the air guitar. How about that?
Thank you, Aubrey. If you have a green or gold wristband, make some noise! Leading off, pro left fielder number 3,
Tremaine Cobb stands in. The lineup for Oakland looks like this.
Cobb, Leahy, Allgaier, Blight cleans up today. O'Sullivan makes his first pro start with Poss behind the plates.
First pitch to Tremaine Cobb last night's hero was a called strike one. Tremaine with those 2 home runs, a 2-run shot in the 8th, a 3-run shot in the 9th. 4 on the season for him, 19 driven in, and he's hitting .355. A quick 0-2 from the starting lefty, Corbin Talley, who has already gone 11-0 this year with Northwest Nazarene. He struck out 106 batters in 85 1/3 innings and a 3.16 ERA, and is off to a nice start with Modesto as well. No record for him yet, but in 4 games and 3 starts, a 4.11 ERA.
How far down do I go?
1-2 to Cobb is swung on and missed. That looked like a nice changeup for the first out. I'll bring up Nick Leahy, who is now sitting on a 3-game home run streak. 5 big flies for him altogether this year, and has the average all the way up to .329. Moves all the way up to the 2-hole today. That does a few things for Oakland, because usually that's a spot where Isai Santos would be. And if Isai were to enter this game, let's say in the 8th as a pinch hitter, he could resume maybe a regular second spot if they wanted to pinch hit for Leahy. 1-1 the count. Down the line and foul. Corbin Talley, 6'2", 184. Out of Northwest Nazarene.
He's not going to throw all that hard. The fastball will sit in the mid-80s, but the changeup, his best secondary pitch, the one that he struck out Cobb with. He does have a curveball and a slider. And again, he was one of the best strikeout throwers in Division II this year.
He was up there with Joel Tornero. Tornero actually had more strikeouts than he did, but Tornero unfortunately just couldn't put it together with the Ballers. Now 2-2. Yeah, not going to blow you away. He'll get you out via deception. He takes that in the dirt. Now a 3-2 count. A full count pitch to Nick Leahy.
I know.
And he swings and misses another chase. And there's 2 away in the first.
It's starting to look like a changeup. That out of the hand, it looks like it's going to be on the outside corner, and then it just dives even further away from the right-handed bat.
Here's Allgaier. And again, with Allgaier, the switch hitter, there's 9 batters in Oakland's lineup that are batting from the right side. First pitch well off the plate. .340 for Jake, 7 home runs, 29 driven in. That's a ball hit high to center field, deep to left center, and it is off the wall. Liniak and Williams, I don't know if either of them called for it. It was Liniak that jumped And he came up without the baseball. And I'll give Blythe a chance with a runner in scoring position.
Well, Allgaier gets a changeup over the middle of the plate, and it looks like Liniak at the last second just reached after it. But like you said, there's sort of some indecisiveness between the two, as if, hey, no, you're going to take charge. Oh, okay, I'm going to take charge. That, to me, looked very catchable.
Maybe Liniak just did not want to fly right into his center fielder. This pitch is high and away to Blythe. So the Ballers maybe catch a break, but a well-hit ball by Allgaier. That's his 8th double of the year. Here's Noah Blythe. Swung on and missed. Chases that outside. Hitting a point better than Allgaier at .341. 4 home runs and 21 driven in. That's out of play by Noah. Yeah, right now from Corbin Talley, I think if you just want to go by pitch speed, which is no indication of really anything, but for those interested, he's topped out at 86 in this outing so far, which shows you what kind of pitcher he is. Oh, that is awfully close, but Blythe takes it below the zone. Nice eye that time.
Yeah, Talley, like Smith, staying low with his pitches, staying away from these right-handed bats. I don't think he's really pitched in much in this first inning.
Big hole on the right side for Blythe. The 2-2 is grounded down the line. It's a fair ball, and this is going to be a run for Oakland as Allgaier scores on Blythe's RBI double. He got a bigger, slower breaking ball and just waited back and one-hopped it past the glove of Handren at third.
That time a breaking ball, he did pitch into him. Blythe stayed back, put together a nice short swing and grounded it hard down the third base line.
Now the lone lefty in the lineup today, although Jeter, he hits lefties well. First pitch is inside to Ibarra. The Pioneer League leader in home runs and top 5 in RBI. Ibarra's hitting .308. Down the line, foul over the head of James Harris at first, and Ibarra might have broken his bat.
That sounded like a broken bat.
And that's a shame. You don't even get sort of the satisfaction of a shatter. It's just sort of, you can tell the, I'm going to say tinny sound, but slightly hollow hit.
Yeah, I don't think a cracked bat feels the same compared to a true broken bat when you're at the plate. You really, if you're going to sacrifice a bat, you want that thing shattered in half, not just a little crack.
Well, the pitcher would like to see a shatter too, you know?
I think that's a fair trade for both sides.
1-1. Ibarra just gets a piece of it, and it also gets a piece of Dunhurst. And Robert Headley's going to give him a minute or two. If it was me, I'd need about 5 to 10.
That's a veteran move from Robert Headley behind the plates.
Well, Robert Headley needs Hayden Dunhurst, as he needs Nick Paz. It's in his best interest as well.
That's right.
So Talley ahead in the count 1-2 to Ibarra. He's already struck out 2 here in the first. No, not this time. And Tony Prater, who's standing by second, is in no position to make a call there. If I had my magic Pioneer League wand, I would outlaw appeals to second entirely. Verboten. Ibarra's going to challenge this. Oh, really?
That looked outside from here.
Pretty good to me. Oh, but it is a ball. Take it back. All right. So this prescription is bump, and your contacts are better.
Well, I think Dunhurst set up the location that far outside, and Talley hit the spot. So that's why I think Robert Headley was convinced that was a strike, but that's at least a full ball, maybe 2 balls off the plate.
Hey, good on Jeter. The 3-2 is hit high and deep to center field. That's number 15. Ibarra gives himself second life, and it's 3-0 Oakland.
This man's been on a home run tear the last week. And if you give him second life, like you just said, Tyler, he's going to leave the building. This is 84 right down the pipe. I mean, that's batting practice for Jeter Ibarra.
84 right down the pipe and 384 out to left center. First pitch strike to Cam Buford.
This is the type of start you want to provide your new starter making his pro debut.
Cam trying to get into one, but that changeup falls down and away. It's almost as if Talley's more deceptive right now with that changeup to righties than he is to lefties. Now, I only have a bar to go off of, but the changeup worked really well to the right-handers. That's a fair ball. That's a 2-3 putout for the final outs, but it's 3 runs for Oakland. Noah Blythe, an RBI double, and Jeter Ibarra's league-leading 15th home run in 29 games. We'll take a break and come back on Ballers TV. 3-0 Oakland.
Like rooting for your bees. Visit art.gut/Marble for other fun Marble adventures. And download the official Marble to plan your trip. Down to you, Aubrey!
All right, Ballers fans, it's time for the first installment of the Green and Gold contest. It's the park transportation race. And here are our Green and Gold contestants. In the gold is Ricky, in the green is Ryan. You guys are going to be facing off on the park transportation race. I'm going to be playing as well. That's not Green and Gold. All right, can I hear you guys cheer for your train? Let me hear it. I'm the blue train. I'm the lone blue train. I'm going to be competing in this one. All right, let me hear you. Ryan? All right, if you're looking for green, let me hear you. Gold is in your lead. Let's go. There we go. Gold is our winner.
Gold takes an early 1-0 lead. Everybody look at the press box. Look up over here because they're throwing a ballpark cards down to you on your feet. If you want some public transportation that you can squish. Those are our broadcasters, Gary Gonzalez. You're amazing. You can watch it at home or on the road. On the Home Team Network. Shout out to Bay Area Rapid Transit. Moving on to the second for Modesto is the
Top of the second, Griffin Smith with a 3-0 lead. And Gareth, let's talk about our Caltrans keys to the game.
Well, one of them already coming true. Provide a warm welcome to the new guy, Griffin Smith. 3 runs already for Oakland. whether it's offensively or defensively, helping them out, just make sure he feels welcome and provide him some support. And then number 2, limit the chase. 10 strikeouts from Oakland's hitters yesterday. If you're gonna get outs, make productive outs, either move the runner over, do a job, but limit the chase for today.
This is Jacob Lejewski in a 1-1 count. Now 2-1. Lejewski yesterday took an 0 for 4. Hitting .350. Team leading 11 doubles. It's a base hit to right. Sharp single to right. Man on for Liniak. Well, if you're JT Snow and the rest of Modesto Roadsters, you would like a immediate response. And it's definitely a good way to start this inning out. Liniak, he homered yesterday. Seen quite a few Liniak home runs over the years. With his time in Glacier. The franchise player for the Modesto Roadsters. Three runs for Oakland on a RBI double by Blythe and a 2-run shot by Ibarra. That gets through Poss. That's a passed ball. Just got right past the glove. So a mistake. And that will move the runner to second.
I remember Poss and Smith working together for the first time, but Poss has worked with a couple of guys making their debuts before.
Liniak gets into one. The question is fair or foul? It's fair and gone. Back-to-back games with a home run for Kingston Liniak. And it is 3-2. I say Cobb didn't see that one either in left field.
Yeah, he took a while to get over there into the corner, but either way, this ball is hit majestically up in the left field. That's the power of Liniak, who can, with one swing, get a team right back into it.
Pitch down low to Hayden Dunhurst, the catcher. Dunhurst was on base once yesterday in a 1 for 4. Was pinch run for by Choi, who's a utility player who's on the bench today again. 3-0 to Dunhurst. You don't want to see the 4 straight balls after the home run. Especially if a guy like Dunhurst, who may not even attempt to swing. And Smith hits his spot. He's got natural run on both the breaking ball and the fastball. Everything's kind of moving. Like that, it's ball 4. It's the second walk Smith has allowed. Here's Dom Rodriguez.
Who is our ear batter? Besides that, hands a field worker $5 for the rest of the inning. So
Dom Rodriguez, a former Arizona player, 6'3", 215. Hitting .250. No home runs, 8 RBI. He's today's first baseman. First pitch is low. Not out of the realm that these two had faced each other. I'm not sure if Washington State in their independent schedule had Arizona. Grounded fair right down the line past Allgaier. We're going to have some action into the corner as Trey picks it up, and it's going to be a double. So single, home run, walk, and double. Now Smith's got a no-outs jam.
So some early adversity here for Smith. Jim Dietrich, the pitching coach, is going to make a trip out. And right now, the last 3 balls that have been put in play have all been pretty hard contact.
Well, Griffin Smith has been with this team for a few days. He just has not been active yet. So he's got to ingratiate himself with the team and form a couple of bonds. So nothing that's totally new to him, but this is his first time actually playing on the field at Raimondi Park. Logan Sutter, the second baseman now. Sutter played third yesterday and was 1 for 3.
The second baseman, number 25, Logan Sutter.
Smith will work from the windup. And the first pitch is hit a long way to left and gone. First pitch fastball right at the top of the zone. A 3-run shot for Sutter. It's a 5-run inning for Modesto.
Oh, another ball that's hit hard. They're squaring it up right now here against Smith, and that's a high inside fastball, and he just kind of tomahawks it to left, and how shallow it is, that's getting out easily.
First pitch change up to Williams is down low. One and one. 5 runs on 4 hits. All of that occurring here in the second. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 1 and 2. Williams strikes out. Third strikeout for Smith. And now there's 1 out here in the second.
I like that time that he went to his breaking pitches. The slider looks good. The changeup is best secondary pitch, the one that he's gotten Williams and Johnson and Cannon with.
Now Hendren, who didn't see a strike in that first at bat, here sees another ball. So 5-0 to him today. Great crowd here today. Don't think we're going to be quite a sellout, but a fantastic group we've got here for our punk rock night. There's the first strike to Hendrick. 3-1.
Yeah, a good chunk of them waiting outside early before Gates at 2:30, 2 hours before first pitch.
Grounded into right field for a base hit. That'll bring up Johnson. One out, one on here in the second. Johnson is the 8th man to bat. turn and throw, and a couple of steps for Smith. Not necessarily a totally fluid motion there to pick back at Handren, who's already taken off and stolen a bag on him once. Swing and a miss on the slider as Johnson took a 5-run home run hack. Might be a little upset at himself. Oh, 1. Strike 2. Johnson, I'm sure, has a pretty good contingent of friends and family here, having been born in Oakland and raised in Alameda. It's an 0-2. Now we have time from Johnson. Fouled back. Johnson went after that ball, which was above the hands. You can see him talking to himself a little bit there.
Well, the contact in this inning has been off Smith's fastball. His off-speed pitches have been his best in this inning.
Blocked by Poss, who keeps it in front of him. You see a couple deep breaths from Smith throughout this game already on the mound. Obviously has to have a couple butterflies today.
Yeah, first time for him starting since May 31st against Oregon State.
Inside. Went back to the changeup that time.
Could be shaking off some rust too.
Ground ball. Leahy. O'Sullivan. Double play. It's a 5-run inning for Modesto, and it's 5-3 heading to the bottom of the second on Ballers TV.
Over here, Scrappy's Kitchen. We have Sorrento here, and Mariah's in the house. Mariah, what do we have here?
We've got a chicken kebab right here with a pineapple mole. It's serving in California. And then here we have a smoked brisket bonbon.
That looks incredible. I'm coming back to that. I also want to show you the garlic noodles, which are inexclusive for this called our hand-to-hand favorite. Of course, pineapple ribs are the best desserts. And if you want drinks, you can come over here and get some craft cocktails. Everything's going on. It's Crappy Town. Beyond the right field. Come here for the shortest lines in the park.
Thanks, Casey. We want to give a quick shout out to some of our groups today. Dan Sanford's large group, thank you so much for being here. And the Paladins and the Yankees, two renowned punk bands from Franklin Elementary in Alameda. Thanks for being here at Modesto Park. Rock on!
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com.
5-3, Modesto. Brendan O'Sullivan making his first start today. Doesn't yet have that first pro hit, but did walk and score a run earlier this week against Long Beach. Ground ball. Charging that is Lajewski, and his throw is in time. One away here in the second. Well, all of the runs, all 3 of them for Oakland, came for 2 outs in that first inning, whereas all 5 runs for Modesto came with no outs in the second. Here's Nick Potts. Potts is hitting .313 in 32 at-bats. 2 home runs, 9 RBI. That's popped up. Potts has got a run. He's out. A quick 2 outs for Talley. So he tries for a shutdown inning.
Got a good breeze today. Breeze is back. About 16 miles an hour, 17 miles an hour. Saw that ball being pushed towards second base.
Swing and a miss by McKenzie on the first pitch. Change up at 83?
We'll call it a changeup.
Okay.
Looked like it had changeup movement to it.
231 for McKenzie, 5 home runs, 15 RBI. Foul back again. Dunhurst. Roy gets the worst of that pitch. 0-2. Too high. That's where Dunhurst wanted it. So fairly good execution from Talley on the mound. Can McKenzie start another 2-out rally? Oh, that is a nice take. And you just watch Dunhurst. He's a catcher with an idea back there.
Yeah.
That's high, deep, and foul. It's one that came in and low to McKenzie. I think you're right. I think most of what Talley is doing is trying to stay away to these right-handed hitters, and it's working so far.
Well, early in the count, it's away, 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 and then when he gets to 2 strikes, then he finds the moment to pound in.
High and away.
But that foul ball was not where he wanted it. He wanted that one more by the feet. Left it a little bit out in front of the plate. Now 3-2, it opens things up.
The payoff. McKenzie strikes out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Talley, and it's 5-3 Modesto after 2.
Ballermania is coming up on July 18th. That's a Saturday, and it will feature 4 matches for big-time wrestling stars, including heavyweight champion QT Marshall defending his title against LJ Cleary. The battle will begin at 2:30 p.m. in Scrappy Town, and you won't want to miss it. Down to you, Aubrey.
All right, it's time for the Ice Cold Challenge presented by Big Time Wrestling. Here are our contestants, green and gold. Andrew and Sam are our contestants. Okay, the object of the game is to grab Penny's bucket of beverages and yell,
Ice Cold!
the contestant who do the best is going to be our winner, okay? Andrew, you're first in the green or gold. Let's see it. There you go, with the legs and the chain too.
Team Gold.
Team Gold! Yeah. Gold's up 2-0, huh?
Gold takes a 2-0 lead as we head to the third inning. Leading off the third for Modesto is the right fielder, number 11, Bryce Cannon.
Welcome back to Oakland. Tyler Peterson and Gareth Kwok with you. It's a 5-3 Modesto lead here in the top of the third on Ballers TV. Cannon to left. Cobb is back, and Bryce Cannon has hit home runs in back-to-back games. That's a first pitch fastball right down the middle of the plate, and it's 355 feet out of here. Make it a 3-run game for Modesto. You can't just sneak that by a good hitter like Cannon.
No, you can't. I mean, right now, everything that Modesto is hitting for base hits has been from Smith's fastball. A challenge.
Late challenge from Modesto. It was a late call as well from Robert Headley. So let's see.
The call is overturned to a ball.
It's overturned to a ball.
Well, in Lajewski's defense, Headley does take his time before delivering the strike call. He kind of stares at it for a couple seconds, and he turns the hips before saying, "Hey!"
And now Lajewski turns on that, and that's foul. Becomes a 1-1 now. That's down low. Lajewski singled to lead off the second. He began the 5-run rally. Two shakeoffs from Smith to get to that changeup. Ibarra, not quite. Awfully close, but just could not get to the spot in time. A 2-2 now to Lajewski. O'Sullivan throws out Lajewski. It's an odd thing to not see Tremaine Cobb at short. But O'Sullivan, who needs to get a start after joining Oakland, is, from everything we understand, a pretty locked down defender on the infield. So he gets to start at short today. And of course, you want to keep Leahy and Allgaier's bats in the lineup. That pushes Cobb to left field. Oh, and I think Liniak has just hit another. That was way gone. Way gone. 380 feet on a first pitch changeup right over the middle of the zone. So 3 homers, 2 today, and it is a 7-3 contest. 4 home runs for the Roadsters, and they've accounted for all 7 of their runs on home runs.
Well, Smith's breaking balls have been good so far, but that was probably the one mistake. He hung it. Liniak did not miss it. He's been keeping most of the breaking balls low in the strike zone, which is good. But that one, inevitably, we're going to hang one.
Just foul down the line. Dunhurst walked and then scored in the second. So 7 unanswered from the Roadsters after Oakland got a 3-0 lead in the first. Ground ball. O'Sullivan. The second out.
first baseman, number 24, John
Well,
Rodriguez.
here's the thing, with 7 unanswered runs and 4 home runs, obviously on paper it doesn't look great, but these are the types of games Griffin Smith has pitched in before. This is Mountain West type of baseball, similar to Pioneer League baseball. High-powered offenses, the ERAs are high, but just because you give up 6 or 7 does not mean by any means you're out of it. And he still can push through and give you 5 good innings, despite all the damage that's been done.
Dom Rodriguez, the first baseman. Takes the first pitch, change up inside for ball 1. Rodriguez doubled down the third base line in the second inning. He swings and misses through that pitch. 1-1.
He's been trusting that changeup all day so far.
Too low. One in the dirt, now 3-1. Just getting a piece of it. Maybe a slight chase on Rodriguez's part. Now 3-2. Here comes the payoff from Smith. And Rodriguez just gets a piece of it.
Foul ball.
Listen, he's a strike thrower, and right now, the strikes are just barely more than the balls. 3-2 pitch. Again, a shakeoff. Another shake. Sullivan for a third time. And that is the inning. So the damage is done with 2 solo shots, and it's a 7-3 ball game as we head to the bottom of the third on Ballers TV.
Leading off the third for Oakland. Well, that's delivery.
Bottom of inning 3, it's time for our Pacific Pipe climb to the top of the standings. The will they, won't they dance between Long Beach and Billings continues. It's Long Beach at 22-6, Billings at 21-6. Keep going back and forth, flip-flopping by half of a game. But Billings with a 3.5 game lead on Boise and a 5.5 game lead on Ogden and Modesto. Cobb swings and misses. He struck out on a changeup outside against Talley in the first inning. Ballers looking to bite back. giving up 7 in a row. Six pitches through 2 innings, and it certainly helped to have a 1-2-3 second inning, including a 1 pitch out on Nick Poss. How's that back? That might have been the one for Trey there.
Yeah, that was the one right there. Again, this fastball is not going to overpower you. That one at 83, but when you combine the other soft stuff that Tally possesses, it can sneak up on you a little bit.
Cobb fights this off. This might stay in play for the first baseman, Cannon, who makes the catch. Today's World Cup, the Netherlands a pretty dominant display over Sweden 4-1, and then the Germans with a 2-1 victory over Côte d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast. And right now, Ecuador and Curacao in a 0-0 stalemate in the 32nd. Leahy, who also struck out in the first. Up to the plate with 1 out. It's hit to center field, but it's off the end of the bat, and that is going to hang up for Williams, who's playing a rather shallow center field. Two outs now for Allgaier.
Jim Diedrich has been locked in on his Team Germany. He was repping them loud and proud during our trip to Montana with his Deutschland shirt.
Well, Diedrich is just a good German last name.
Oh, yeah. He was locked in when I arrived at the ballpark watching the game.
We haven't had much German talk on this broadcast since last year when Lou Helmich was a member of this Ballers squad. Allgaier hits that out of play. Fairly quiet last 6 batters for Oakland. Only 1 ball that's left the infield. Allgaier shoot that foul. Right now he's seeing Tally fairly well.
Allgaier is a natural righty. Obviously has seen more right-handed arms, so left side is slightly better, but
too high. Now, there's no question when Dunhurst wants the ball high. He gets that glove right up there. He started the first 2-out rally in the first with a double. Is this going to stay in? No. Both of these pitchers today have been around the zone, and Tally's done a better job of keeping Oakland off balance than Smith has for Modesto. Tally has not yet walked the batter. 3-2. Smith, of course, was activated today, and the Ballers traded away Braden Nelson. He is now a member of the Cleburne Railroaders, joining Connor Richardson and Luke Short. The 3-2 pitch is off the fists. Is this going to work for Jake? No. Liniak is there for the final out. A second straight 1-2-3 inning for Tally, and now 7 straight Ballers retired. 7-3 Modesto as we head to the fourth.
Oh, no. There we go. Hey, Ballers fans. So many of you guys joined us for Punk Night here at Ramundi Park. Can I introduce you the guys that put on a show out in Scrappy Town? We had a cluster of fans hellbound pound. We had the Bone Zones losing streak and Stay Out.
Right here we stay out in the field side section, and I'll start with you, Nate. What was that vibe like down in Scrappy Town?
The energy was just like playing in one of the clubs in the East Bay. It was so cool. It was great.
I shot it from the top, Fran, and it looked incredible. People were going crazy. Just how amazing is it to rep Oakland out here in front of this Ballers fan base?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you so much, Oakland. We love you.
Amazing. Stepping up, seeing the way that the Ballers have jumped in here in the absence of that other team. Just how cool is this vibe out here today?
It's amazing. Couldn't ask for anything better. Let's go, Oakland!
I think Mason wants to hear a Let's Go Oakland chant. Let's do it. Let's go Oakland! Let's go Oakland! Let's go Oakland! Let's go Oakland! Let's go Oakland!
Ballers fans, we want to give a happy birthday shout out. Happy 9th birthday to Andre!
Top 4 here from Ramondi Park in West Oakland.
Happy 9th birthday.
Along with Tyler Peterson, my name is Gareth Kwok. You're watching Ballers TV. It is game 2 of this 3-game series. Your Ballers winning in walk-off fashion last night. A 3-run walk-off homer from Tremaine Cobb, and the Ballers trying to win the series with a victory today. Griffin Smith looking for a shutdown frame here, as Modesto has scored 7 unanswered. Sutter to lead off, followed by Williams and Handren. Sutter tomahawked a high fastball to left for his first homer of the season. The former South Carolina Gamecock. Smith has had 63 pitches. 33 of them have found the strike zone. And a good fastball evens the count at 2. Two. Well, he's leaning on that changeup for much of the day. It is his best secondary pitch. The payoff coming to Sutter. And he got him swinging.
There is that changeup. It is a good one, and now he's got 4 strikeouts on the day.
One out for Tyler Williams.
There's the birthday boy!
He's wrapping up his first week with Modesto after he was traded from the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars in the Atlantic League. Yes, that is the name of the team, the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. What is a flying boxcar?
Isn't it like, it's supposed to be like a B-17, I think.
Okay.
I think. At least the dude who's like flying on the plane in the logo, it looks like a big old military type aeroplane.
Their logo is pretty cool. It's a jack dude on top of a plane.
And I wonder if these colors are not too much different from those of Hagerstown.
They're pretty similar. Maybe the blue is just a different hue. Not quite as baby blue as Modesto's colors are. 2-2. And Williams stays alive. Well, Hagerstown used to be a Washington Nationals affiliate. Hagerstown Suns. Bryce Harper, Juan Soto came through there to start their pro careers. Pitch number 7 of the AB coming up here on Williams, who spent the last season and a half with Hagerstown, then was traded to Modesto. And it's a full count. Just his 3rd game with the club. He was dealt on Tuesday. And he stays alive again. This will be pitch number 9 coming up on Williams. On deck is Handren. 3-2. And that is low and in, ball 4. A 9-pitch walk with 1 out for Handren.
Just a little surprised to not see a challenge from Haas there. I mean, it was off the plate. He probably knew it, but it was pretty close.
Oakland still has both of their challenges. Modesto with 1. As here's the former Cal Bear, Handren.
2 former Bears on this team, with Cole Tremaine also in that bullpen.
First pitch. Well, he and Matt Lozovoy caught up pregame yesterday. The 2 overlapped up in Berkeley. 2-0.
Got Langston Burkett. Or rather, is that the new one? Is that Jacob Petersheim? I think that's Petersheim getting one.
Yeah. 2-0. A little hard to tell with the gold numbers on the back, but by now we can recognize body types and body pitching motions.
Here's the problem: it might be Burkett, but I can't tell because it's a number that is not on the roster. It's 13.
Runner goes. Fly ball left center. McKenzie tracks it down. 2 outs for Johnson.
21 of Cyrus Johnson.
Smith started his college career at Rock Valley Community College in Rockford, Illinois. Midwest boy. Born and raised in Appleton, Wisconsin.
And I hope they have a ton of apples, or else, what are you doing?
I'm a Honey Crisp guy. What about you?
I mean, I usually stick with the Fuji's.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Can't go wrong with Fuji's. Cosmic Crisp is a new emerging favorite. Runner goes. This is down the line, and Williams is on the move. Cobb's got to hurry. Williams being waved home. Throw goes into second. Not in time. RBI double for Johnson. Williams flies around the bases and scores from first, and it's now an 8-3 Modesto lead.
I don't know if that was the play, even with Williams running. I think they would have had a better shot at the plate Listen, Cobb is not an experienced outfielder by any means, but maybe he was being told 2-2-2. From my angle, it looked like Williams was the easier target.
Boss is going to go out to talk with Smith, who is at 84 pitches, and just when it felt like he was going to get a deal a scoreless inning, hit-and-run action from Modesto. Johnson has been one of their best hitters all year long. It could be just buying a little more time for, we think it's Peter Scheim out in right field.
I think it's Burkett.
Just wearing a different number today?
Maybe we don't have a clean gold one. Well, I'll tell you this, Nick Poss got a lot of time for Burkett up in that pen if he's coming in here. And yep, guess what?
Here comes Aaron Miles. So Smith in his pro debut pitches into the fourth. Can't get through it. And Oakland will have to call to the bullpen early on this Saturday afternoon. Smith departs. It's Burkett who is in when we come back. 8-3 Modesto.
Now pitching for the Oakland Ballers, number 13, Langston Burkett. This pitching change is brought to you by Barks, the area shotgun. Hey, Ballers fans, remember that straddle down behind the right field pitcher. Lost by another, it also has the shortest lines in the
It's called to the bullpen for the Ballers here in the fourth, with Modesto ahead by 5. It's 8-3 Roadsters, and Langston Burkett is summoned by Aaron Miles as the first reliever for Oakland today. Burkett a 7.36 ERA. This is his 12th appearance of the season. The good for Burkett, opponents batting just 139. The not so good, he's allowed 18 walks in 11 innings.
I'm not really sure what the question was from Snow. Maybe about the potential number difference for Burkett, who has to wear 13 today.
Maybe he was not written on the lineup card with the number 13. Whoa.
Past everything. Poss is going to have a chance, but that's much too late.
So Johnson to third. Two outs. Cannon has homered today for a 4th time this year. And it's 2-0. Good strikeout numbers for Burkett, 18 strikeouts in 11 innings. But the walks have been an issue. Right now, those are 3 pitches not close. Jacob Lejewski is on deck for the Roadsters. And it's a 4-pitch walk.
This guy looks like a giant. Let's start him off with a walk.
The shortstop, number 1, Jacob Lejewski.
First pitch to Lejewski is a strike. One of the best hitters in the league, Lejewski, is tied for 6th in the PBL in hits. It's 1-1. Former Blue Jays farmhand versus the former Padres farmhand. Runner goes from first, and this is bounced in the left for a base hit. Johnson scores. That's a 6-run lead for Modesto.
Well, that'll now close the book on Smith. It'll be 9 earned in his pro debut in 3 2/3.
Liniak has homered twice in this game. Burkett, a first-year baller. Youngest pitcher on the team, or player, at just 21. Turned 21 in April. 1 ball and 1 strike. Santa Cruz native. Was a San Jose State commit before deciding to turn pro immediately out of high school. Right now, the misses from him are far off. Just trying to gain a feel for the zone here. Two one. 3 balls and a strike. Oakland led 3-0 at the end of 1. Modesto has scored 9 unanswered. Three-one pitch. Broken bat flare. Cobb races in, can't make the catch. In to score is Cannon. A broken bat flare in the shallow left center brings home Modesto's 10th run of the day.
It's the 4th RBI for Liniak as well. It's his worst batted ball of the day, but he can really do no wrong. Nothing against Trey Cobb, but he's having, might be for him, a little bit of a frustrating game in left so far.
Swing and a miss by Dunhurst.
Not that he's done anything wrong, it's just he hasn't been able to get to any of the balls yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get to any of the balls. He's trying to battle the wind too. It's blowing out in his direction. You just combine all those factors, and with O'Sullivan getting the start at shortstop, sometimes just trial by error.
It's a lot more lonely out in left field too.
Yep. He did play center at one point a little earlier in the series. 1-2. Burkett trying to stop the bleeding here. 3 runs are in for the Roadsters. 1-2 to Dunhurst. It's 2-2.
Well, one of the more troubling things I think for Burkett is we have not seen him hit 90. It's everything, all the fastball he's thrown so far, none have been above 89.
Usually he sits 91, 92. Runner from first goes. Grounded hard, but at Leahy, and the inning is over. 3 runs in for the Roadsters on 3 hits. And it's now a 10-3 Modesto lead. Blythe, Ibarra, Buford coming up here on Ballers TV.
All right, now's the time for Green to get on the board. It's our next game. It's the Dizzy Batter Bros. Our contestants are Julian and Luke in the green and gold. What they're going to have to do is put their foreheads on the bat, spin around 15 times, and then race to the finish line. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now go! Go, go! Along the fence. There we go. We got the right development. And our winner is gold! That is Luke.
It is all gold on a Saturday morning, but you're nothing over. If you have a gold wristband, make some noise! And if you have a green wristband, ooh!
Bottom of the 4th, Ballers offense with some work to do. Down by 7. It is a 10-3 Modesto lead.
Number 27.
Noah Blythe, Jeter Ibarra, Cam Buford will lead off the middle of the lineup against Talley, who has retired the last 7 in a row. First pitch is popped up behind second for Lajewski. 1 away.
First baseman, number 16.
It's time now for our Columbia Bank Tickets to the Bank. Gareth, when you go to the grocery store, how do you buy your produce?
In terms of handling the produce?
I mean, what do you look for?
Oh.
What do you do?
I mean, I love buying fruit, so bananas, blueberries.
Okay.
In terms of veggies,
If you were to go get, I'm going to give you a class of fruit, sort of the
Okay.
peach, nectarine, plum, pear, right?
okay, yeah.
The best ones are the crispest, hardest fruit you can find in the store. Those are the good ones. Delicious, hard fruit that can chip a tooth. Those are the ones I look for.
Okay.
So when I'm searching through a nice white peach, I want to be able to take it in my hand, squeeze it, and offer quite a bit of resistance.
Almost like a grip strength
Yes,
test.
exactly. Because once I finally eat it at home, if my thumb makes an indentation,
We got a challenge here from
Jeter Ibarra.
After review, the call of a strike is overturned to a ball.
If my thumb makes an indentation, it's already gone too bad. I like them nice and hard, and you can take that to the bank.
I didn't know you were such a peach guy, a nectarine guy.
I like white peaches and white nectarines. They're quite good. The Trader Joe's. The farmers markets every Sunday morning, as I will go tomorrow, I likely will sample some plums and pluots and peaches and maybe make a selection for a little pregame meal.
I was going to say, I think I might join you for that, if you don't mind. Ibarra draws the walk. I think I'm more, I love peaches and nectarines, but apples, bananas, blueberries, strawberries are my favorite fruits.
A nice crisp strawberry also would be in that category. I don't want no soft strawberries. I don't want no soft grapes.
Yeah.
I want to hear that thing when I bite it. Take that to the bank.
A firm banana. I don't like mushy bananas. I definitely it needs to be firm. It needs to be not spotty.
See, I don't know these folks who like ripe fruit. I mean, they're only good. A mushy banana is only good for banana bread.
Well, if it gets too mushy, at that point you might as well just freeze it and use it for like a smoothie or something.
I needed like a firm, tactile response.
Are you an avocado guy?
Avocados are dangerous poison to me.
Oh, okay. We will not dive into avocados then. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Buford. Oh, and then eats up the shortstop, Lajewski. Ibarra holds that second. I think Lajewski was anticipating a higher hop, but he never got that high hop.
He misplayed the ball. I mean, I don't think you credit Cam Buford on that batted ball. I think it's Lajewski's misplay that has now Cam on base.
So 1 out, 2 men aboard for O'Sullivan, who's still looking for his first baller's hit.
Yeah, it's always going to look great. That's all I
7-run lead, Modesto. Ballers, though, have climbed back from deficits. Shallow left, there's his first hit. Ibarra is held at third, and the bases are loaded for Nick Potts.
Well, it took him a little bit of time, but he's rewarded finally. And his first pro hit.
Not a bad pitch from Talley off the outside, but O'Sullivan now with his first as a pro, and this is a big spot for Potts.
And Potts is going to look to do damage early.
We have seen him take pitches deep to left center this year. He can get a hold of one. It goes a long way. Got a home run in Great Falls that traveled 414 feet. Put one on top of Prescott Market for his first homer of the year several weeks ago. The balls, no strikes.
This next one might be in the take department. Unless Poss really gets a hanger.
Ball 3.
This one's definitely in the take department. This is the brick red light.
No take sign needed. There's strike one.
Now one more he disagrees with. You may see the Ballers use that challenge. They still got 2. They got 2 correct today.
Ibarra's at third, Buford at second, O'Sullivan at first. to third. There's one. Gets away from first. And this will bring home Buford. The ball does go out of play. It's now a 10-5 Modesto lead thanks to the error from the second baseman Sutter.
So it's a fielder's choice E4, 1 RBI for Paz. But yeah, that's a 2-run mistake there on the throw. It's Ibarra and Buford who both come around with O'Sullivan out 5-4. So that's a pretty significant play as far as the Ballers are concerned. They'll both be unearned runs.
Here is McKenzie, who shows bunt, and he bunts it foul. Thanks to the error, Oakland now down by just 5. No balls and a strike. Down the left field line, just foul. And it's 0-2. Haas would have scored from second base. McKenzie struck out his first time around. Got off to a hot start that first week and a half. Cooled down since. Looking for a big hit. Talley delivers. McKenzie fights it off.
You get the runs on the mistake, but now you have the opportunity to really make it hurt with your bats. So can McKenzie come through here?
Davis Druick is waiting on deck. 0-2 is high. Druick would hit for Cobb in the leadoff spot. The 1-2. Driven deep to left center. That ball is gone. A 405-foot blast off the bat of TJ McKenzie, and it is a 3-run game.
What a big blast by McKenzie. He fought off pitch after pitch, and then a big breaking ball he finally could get a hold of, and boy, was that thing destroyed.
That's the type of swing he's been hoping for and waiting for as Druick hits here for Cobb. So not exactly sure what's up with Tremaine, but Druick is going to hit here. This doesn't appear to be a pinch hit situation. No balls, 2 strikes. 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. One hopper to second. And the Modesto defense right now not helping tally.
It's already 4 unearned runs in the inning, and now the second true error as well. And Leahy now with a chance to make it a 1-run ball game.
I mean, the Modesto defense has let the ball play them in this inning. Sutter commits the error. Leahy now at the plate. Tally has thrown probably 20 more pitches than he should have in this inning.
Actually, I beg your pardon, you're right. There's actually 3 errors in the inning. It's my mistake. That's the second on Sutter in the inning.
Off the outside, 2-0.
All the extra pitches Tally has now had to throw in this inning.
Center field. Williams broke in. Now backpedals. Still backpedals. And he's got it to retire the side. But Oakland strikes for 4 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors. They're back in the ball game. It's a 10-7 Modesto lead as we go to the 5th on Ballers TV.
After natural disaster, water service can be disrupted.
So give your family peace of mind and store emergency drinking water now. And don't forget your pets. Store tap water in clean, food-grade plastic containers. Store 2 gallons of water per person.
Replace tap water every 6 months.
Seal containers tightly in a cool, dark place. Stay prepared like the bees.
All right, Scrappy, is your neck warmed up? Let's see. We've been doing our exercises over here because it's time for the pump kick. Let me see your head now.
Ballers Bents score 4 in the 4th. It is a 3-run game. Modesto 10, Oakland 7, 5th inning. Langston Burkett deals, and Rodriguez hits a fly ball to right. Blythe battles the wind, and he's got it for the first downs. It's going to be the bullpen the rest of the way for Oakland. After Smith in his pro start, his first pro start, went 3 2/3 innings. Here's Sutter. 1 ball, no strikes. Burkett recorded the final out of the 4th, albeit he needed to face 4 hitters to do so. Good thing for Oakland is that thanks to Charlie Hurley's 6-inning start last night, they only had to use 2 relievers between Valek Cisneros and Matthew Maloney. Burkett from the wind. He'll strike 2. 2-2. Almost hits him. 3-2. The longest outing for Burkett this year has been 2 innings, and that was his first outing of the year against Missoula. He strikes out Sutter, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 29, Tyler Williams.
2 down for Tyler Williams. Final game of the series tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Before Oakland then goes to Modesto for 3 games Tuesday through Thursday. After tomorrow, after Father's Day Sunday, we will be back home next Friday through Sunday when the Yuba Southern Freebirds come into town for the first time.
Long-standing rivalry with the then High Wheelers. We'll have to sort of recreate a rivalry.
Left center field, McKenzie got a good jump, and he tracks it down. The first 1-2-3 frame by an Oakland pitcher today. It belongs to Langston Burkett. We're halfway home here in Oakland. 10-7, Roadsters on Ballers TV.
Alright, Casey's on the e-bike. That means it's time for the hot dog toss. Everybody down the right field line. Our bullpen is getting armed with some hot dogs. Stand up if you want a toss. Remind your Father's Day, we wanted you to spend your Father's Day here at the ballpark. Get your tickets to tomorrow's game. Kids are going to run the bases as well, and all the team is going to sign autographs. The typical Sunday here at Ramondi Park.
Leading off the fifth for the Oakland Ballers, the third baseman, number 15.
Welcome back to West Oakland. Halfway home on this Saturday night. On this day before Father's Day. Hope everybody's having a good start to their Father's Day weekend thus far. Jake Allgaier leads off against Corbin Talley with Oakland down by 3. Ballers put up a 4 spot in the 4th.
It's time now for our Chat GTP segment. Please feel free to chat with G and TP. And we want to know, hey, it's our punk night here at the ballpark.
Left center field, that's over the head of Tyler Williams. Extra bases for Allgaier if he hustles. He's in there.
A little closer than I thought at first look, but Williams did a good job running that ball down. I want to know, it's our punk night. Have you seen any good concerts either in 2025 or 2026? Let us know in our Chat GTP segment in our YouTube chat.
Here is Blythe. Tying run is on deck for Oakland.
By the way, there was a ruling that we were not aware. The ball that Cam Buford hit, that was a hit, not an E6. So there were only 2 errors, which there was on the scoreboard. I think I just got a little confused. So it's 7 runs, 4 earned on the line of tally so far today.
1 ball and no strikes.
But again, 2 true errors and then a misplay, which went as a hit.
Tally's 1-0. Watch out. 2 balls, no strikes.
I saw a number of good concerts in 25 and 26, some punk shows specifically. Saw the Story So Far and Neck Deep in Denver.
Okay.
I saw Taking Back Sunday at the Greek Theater in Berkeley.
Driven deep to center field. Williams at the warning track has room. Tagging and advancing the third is Allgaier. That's a productive out.
Boy, did Noah just miss that.
Well, last year, I saw a rock band that my co-worker with the Rip City Remix is in. He's actually like a lead vocal, I believe, and he plays a little guitar. Sugar Plume band. They're kind of trapping around a lot of the local venues up in Portland. Had to show some love and show some support as they build their platform.
Ben says he saw Willie Nelson with Bob Dylan and John Mellencamp in 2025, and I gotta be honest, I didn't know any of those 3 gentlemen were still alive. Willie Nelson's 91, wow.
Wow.
Urhaj saw Kendrick Lamar with SZA, Tobe Inigwe, Refused, and Propaganda all last year. I know 2 of them.
There's a strike to Ibarra.
I also got to see Illenium at the Sphere in March, which is not punk, but was one heck of a show. In fact, I saw them 2 days in a row.
Hey, how's that venue, by the way, the Sphere?
Unbelievable.
Is it?
Absolutely unbelievable.
Is it what?
It's drop everything and go.
Okay.
I mean,
So I'm going to go right now, all right? You take over, and I'm kidding.
Well, Illenium has 2 more shows, July 3rd and July 4th. You can go and see it if you want.
Okay. I mean, that venue just doesn't look real.
I saw the Jonas Brothers at Chase, and it has a punk edge because I got to see Boys Like Girls at the same concert.
3-1. Up high for ball 4. Then on the corners with 1 out. I didn't personally get to see them, but my folks got to see Springsteen at Chase Center last year. JT Snow is out to talk with the home plate umpire Robert Headley, and he's going to make a defensive substitution. Justin Boyd is hustling out to replace the right fielder Bryce Cannon.
He's probably going to go to first. I see a first baseman's glove. So it's Boyd to replace probably Dom Rodriguez. I think that's what's going on. So Rodriguez is going to be replaced by Boyd. Yeah, look at the first base glove from JT there. So Rodriguez is going to be out, and he's going to make a change.
So we have a double switch here.
Not a true, I mean, a double switch in our parlance now.
In the a Pioneer League double switch, I don't think there will ever be a true double switch. But we got a pitching change for Modesto. When we come back, the tying run is at the plate for Oakland here on Ballers TV. Modesto dips into its bullpen for the first time today in a big spot here in the 5th. The tying run is at the plate for Oakland. 10-7. I was about to say nuts. Roadsters.
I wouldn't blame you, man.
I was about to say nuts. I'll probably say it at some point when we go down to Modesto to not John Thurman Field, modern Woodman Field.
I'll just wait for you, but how many times I'll say high wheelers.
Here's Buford. Aaron Moreno is a new righty. And the first pitch is a strike.
The other thing about Yuba, I don't know if I said Yuba once last year. I might have only ever said YOLO.
YOLO?
Yeah.
Buford with an infield single in the 4th. Popped up, out of play, 0-2. Well, when I was with the Bowie Bay Sox and we changed our name from the Bowie Bay Sox to the Chesapeake Bay Sox, I think I said Bowie maybe like 20 times the first 2 games of the year before eventually correcting myself to Chesapeake. It's hard when it's alliterative like Bowie and Bay Sox. Ooh, we got a good pitch.
Well, Grand Junction changed from the Rockies to the Jackalopes during my tenure here, and I think I said Rockies quite a few times.
Moreno, who pitched at Cal State Los Angeles. He was at Cal Poly Pomona for 3 years, then finished collegiately at Cal State Los Angeles, primarily as a starter. Allgaier at third, Ibarra at first. 0-2. His foul back. He's on the fastball right now.
Cam is just so quiet at the plate, too. I mean, sometimes you look at a couple of those fastballs and you almost think you sneak it by him without that big stride or leg kick.
And 2. And he chases for strike 3. Moreno was going for a strikeout. He got the strikeout. And now a chance for O'Sullivan to not only, well, tack on. He already picked up his first professional hit. Now he can go for his first professional RBI.
You've got the momentum. You got the leadoff double. You want to turn that into a run now.
Single in the 4th for the Pleasanton native. Amador Valley High alum. He is the tying run at the dish. Two 2-0. Moreno was signed out of the California Winter League by Modesto. Pitched well enough in the showcase in the early winter months to earn a pro deal. There's a strike.
Nick Poss is on deck, who I think has to be at least imagining himself with a second opportunity to bat the bases loaded.
Appearance of the season for Moreno. 2 good fastballs has him back in the count. Moreno holds a 6.39 ERA, 16 strikeouts in 12 2/3 innings. Allgaier doubled, advanced to third on a fly ball, and then Ibarra walked with 1 out. Deuce is wild on O'Sullivan. And he got him. Moreno gets a couple punch outs and leaves the men on the corners. We go to the 6th with Modesto in front, 10-7 on Ballers TV.
Sponsored by Mercado in Sacramento, the official auto accident attorneys of the Ballers. Mark Sachs got the maze back. Aubrey, are you excited?
I am so excited. My favorite game, Dr. Baller knockout. It's also part of the green and gold hunt. Over here, Jay, in the green and Cole is in the gold. Objective to get to knock the other up and charge at each other 3 times. Best of 3 wins. All right, guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! Team that lost his hat. Okay, reset. You got it, Cole? Perfect. Okay, it is 1-0 green. 3, 2, 1, go! One more chance. Enough time for one more. Let's see it. All right. 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. Gold is our winner. You think it was green? Sorry, it was green. It was green. Sorry, I wasn't in the green column.
After further review, it is green. Chris Ball hits a 3 and green is on the board. Hats off performance there by green, quite literally.
Time now for our out-of-town scores around the Pioneer League on this Saturday night. Modesto 10, Oakland 7 here from Raimondi Park. Long Beach leads 8-4 on Yuba Sutter. They are in the bottom of the 6th. Billings leads 7-4 on Great Falls in the top of the 3rd. Missoula and Glacier scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd. Red Pocket Mobiles ahead 6-3 on Idaho Falls in the top of the 2nd. As Hendren rips it, but right at Ibarra. 1 away. And last but not least, Ogden and Boise tied at 2 in the top of the 2nd. Up in Boise. Hawks just edged out the Raptors last night. Johnson breaks his bat and flies it foul towards Campbell, and he's going to need a new bat. Somebody get him a bat. There we go. Burkett still in the ball game. He entered in the 4th. Oh, I don't know how Johnson fought that off on a ball that was going to hit him up and in.
It's in swing mode right now.
Swing mode, protect mode. That was almost self-defense.
Enough for our AC Transit Road to the Show. A couple former ballers in action today in Major League Baseball and Major League Baseball systems. It was 2/3 scoreless innings for Tyler Davis against the Detroit Tigers today for the Chicago White Sox. He did walk 3, but he did not allow anyone to score. Meanwhile, Grant Manning threw 3 shutout innings today in a ball against the Salem Ridge-Yaks, which used to be what, the Salem Red Sox?
Yes, the Salem Red Sox, the Ridge-Yaks. Everybody's rebranding. That's what's going on in the minors. Struck him out. There's that slider from Burkett. 2 outs for Cannon.
Final game of a series between, I think the final game of a series between Jersey Shore and Greenville. Dante Stewart today 1 for 4 in a loss to Greenville. Danny Kerwin is on the Greenville drive. I don't know if he's active, however. He might still be on the IL.
Dante, the first position player, right?
Yes.
To be signed by an affiliated club. And likely in a couple of days, we'll get to see Gabe Tanner make his second affiliated start after he pitched on Wednesday. This will head out of play, 2-2. For the Kannapolis Cannonballers. Now you can't escape the Ballers just yet, Gabe.
2,710 folks today. Nice crowd on a Saturday.
Foul back. A great crowd here in Raimondi. Right field is packed. Ballers down by 3. 2-2. Struck him out. And Camden wants to challenge. This is their last.
After review, the strike is confirmed.
You can't believe it. Langston Burkett, 3 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings. Bottom 6 coming up. 10-7, Modesto.
Let AC Transit take you to the Ballers game with easy connections at West Oakland and downtown Oakland Park. Riding line 22 or the NL gets you to Raimondi Park, Minnesota. Skip the parking. And plan your trip today at actransit.org. AC Transit, moving the East Bay since 1960. All right, fans, are you ready? It's time for the dog race! Red, blue, or white, take your choice and go! It's presented by our good friend at Last Car. Straight after Brian Johansson, the amazing crew there. Plus, we're still on that too. All right, last lap. Who's it gonna be, fans? Who's it gonna be? Team McQueen would be proud as the Red Dodgers won. Ballers fans, a reminder that in left field, those pink seats, that's the free agent section. And that free agent section, it's a safe place for like-minded Ballers fans to find love. True love, not the fake love, the real love. Singles aren't limited to the field at Raimondi Park. They're also in the singles section. If you're single, head over there and find your true love. Who needs Tinder when you have the free agent section? Now back to the Oakland Ballers. The catcher number 10.
Nick Paz leads off for Oakland. Bottom 6. Ballers have trailed by as many as 7. 10-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Paz, McKenzie, and Druick. 8, 9, and 1 bat stood up for Oakland here in the 6th inning. Moreno's still on the mound after closing out the 5th. And he gets Paz out in front. Behind third base, it is Hendren for the first out.
The center fielder, number 19, TJ McKenzie.
Here's McKenzie.
Only a little surprised to see absolutely no action right now in the Ballers bullpen. I think Aaron Miles wants to see exactly what kind of spot his team is going to be in for this final third of this contest.
McKenzie takes a strike. Well, Burkett has already thrown a season high 2 1/3 innings. we'll see if he gets stretched down even further. For someone who mostly goes in short spurts. Bounce to second. This time Souther stays with it. 2 quick outs for Moreno. Davis Druick, the batter. He did not start this game. He replaced Cobb in the 4th. Again, don't exactly know the reason why Tremaine was taken out early. If anything, hope it's just a precaution. Cobb was making his first start in the outfield this year. Druick now takes over. No balls, 2 strikes. He reached on an error committed by the second baseman Sutter, who let the hop play him, where the ball rolled into shallow right. 0-2 is fouled off. Nick Leahy, the batter, on deck. If Druick can reach base. And that is at the knees for strike 3. Moreno has 3 strikeouts. He has set down all 5 batters faced in relief. 7th inning coming up. The Roadsters lead by 3 here on Ballers TV.
It's the last call. The last call. Let's go, Oakland. That's right. It's your last call for all alcohol and concessions. Alcohol and concession sales will end at the first pitch of the 8th inning, so plan accordingly to get a cold drink and some delicious food. Down to you, Aubrey.
All right. It's last call for alcohol and concessions. It's also last call for the merch booth. Now, in honor of Punk Rock Night, we have official Oaklandish Oakland Ballers Stay Out gear here at the merch booth. You can get this t-shirt, you can get bucket hats. Let's see what else we got for you. Also, some tattoos. If you want a scrappy tattoo, it's all here at the merch booth. It's going to close maybe after this inning, depending on how long the line is. Come on down, get your last call for food, last call for merch.
Tomorrow for Day of the Dad Father's Day at Modesto Park. As it closes out the homestand, pregame catch with your dad on the field before the game. Then kids run the bases, and the whole team signs autographs after the game. There's no better place to be on a Sunday afternoon at Modesto Park. Come out, good time with Bob.
Top of inning 7 here from Oakland. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on Ballers TV. I'm Tyler Peterson with Gareth Kwok. It'll be Lajewski, Liniak, and Dunhurst to take on Mr. Langston Burkett, who again is already in a season-high 2 1/3 innings. That was his 41st pitch of his outing. Allowed a walk and 2 singles to the first 3 batters. Tired the next 7 in a row. Aaron Miles is still asking in a major way for Burkett to give him a big performance for the rest of his outing today. 3-run game. And all things considered, I'd say a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, and you know, Burkett has started games before. He has gone in long relief before. So in this case, just trying to serve as this bridge here between a short start to now the back end of the bullpen.
2-2 is pulled foul by Lejewski, who already has 2 hits today. A 2-2. Got a piece of Lejewski. I could hear it from here.
Yep.
He goes down to first. And that was the first time today that Burkett has hit 90. So maybe tried to overpower that a little too much and ended up getting a piece of Lejewski. Liniak, all he's done is drive men in today. 4 RBI, 2 home runs. We may be a few more pitches out of the zone from seeing at least, well, there goes Jaden Kalura down toward the Oakland bullpen. Start to warm someone up. Foul back. On Oakland's bench still remains Santos and Kalura if they were to use them in any late game situations. There's a lefty, one lone lefty right now that is available to JT Snow, and that is Johan Castillo. Allgaier lets this go past him. It's an E5. Druitt picks up the ball, and it's first to third for Lejewski. Now Dunhurst. So they've been held off the board since the 4th inning. And now their best chance since. All one. It might be Dylan Delvecchio getting ready for Oakland in their pen.
So his nickname is Scrappy.
Dunhurst to left field. Did he get it? He did. A 3-run shot. And Modesto has reestablished a 6-run lead. It'll be 1 earned run of those 3 given up, but that one hurts.
They did a nice job to serve as a bridge, but then that's not even a bad spot, but he goes the other way.
Here's the first at bat for Boyd after coming in as a defensive replacement. Boyd is swinging .387, their leading hitter. So it undoes what Burkett has been able to do the last 2 innings. Again, 13 runs, 4 to his line. There is a good strike, though.
Well, home runs are going to be part of this league and part of what happens, but when you add the free bases to it, it's when it makes it hurt even more.
And you look at this, just 1 hit in this inning to 4 batters who've all reached base. Allgaier is certainly going to be disappointed in himself with the play he was not able to make. It was a hard hit ball. Here's Logan Sutter now. Sutter's homered in this game. He's also struck out twice. It's out of play. Here's the 0-1. Instead of throw over. Other part for Oakland. They've only had one hit in their last 10 batters. Modesto's done a good job of keeping them off the board as well. 1-2. Hot. DeVecchio comes in, potentially. It could be as soon as the next batter, considering the pitch count, but lefties of Handren and Cannon batting in the 2 and 4 holes. Sutter, the 9th place batter. Too hot. Modesto is out of challenges. The 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner. It swung on and missed, and Poss can't handle that ball. It's a stolen base for Boyd, and it is a 4th strikeout for Langston Burkett. Here comes Tyler Williams. Williams has faced Burkett just once. He flied out to medium deep center. This pitch is fouled back.
Well, even though Burkett's velocity has been down today, the one thing with his fastball is that it does run a lot. If you're a right-handed batter, it's going to be coming into you.
1-1 to Williams. Three runs in for Modesto. And Williams has just tagged one. And we're waiting for this to come down. Wow. 473 feet. And that might be the second longest home run we have ever seen hit here.
I mean, that had the sound and then some. My goodness.
The Ballers go to the bullpen. It's a 5-run inning. And it's now a 15-7 game on Ballers TV.
It's time for the cap shuffle. Put your glasses on, especially if they're prescription.
Hey, Mark, how was it? Short? Not this, the line.
To your optometrist now, you need help. Now pitching for the Oakland Ballers, number 39, Dylan Delvecchio. Nice job, fans. Champion flags from last year. Those guys are real ones. the video board.
It's an 8-run ball game now here in the top of the 7th. Ballers TV. I'm Tyler Peterson with Gareth Kwok. Dylan Delvecchio, the new lefty, out of the pen. It'll be his 3rd appearance out of the Ballers bullpen. An inning. He has struck out 3. He's allowed 1 run. Handren, the first to face him. Bases are empty. 1 away here in a, so far, 5-run 7th inning. This will be a 1-pitch out. Well, it's a famous night for the island nation in the Caribbean of Curacao, who have their first ever point at a World Cup. A draw against the mighty Common Ball team, Ecuador. It's a pretty shocking result in a World Cup that has had some shocking draws, including a Cape Verde draw against Spain. But Curacao, who are the smallest ever nation with a population very close to that of Vallejo, their first ever World Cup point.
What am I going to do with that bottle of my bar now? You're going to take it home and drink it like you always planned. I got a case of it. You coming to what, Tuesday dinner? Oh, no.
After the game, Gareth will be breaking down the defensive effort from Curacao. That'll be after Ballers postgame.
I did host a soccer podcast in college.
Oh, geez. Okay, you just turned that around on me now.
But I was just I didn't do the analyzing. I let my friends do that. I was the Kate Scott of the show.
Or
Rebecca Lowe.
The Tony. Tony Reale? Is that his name?
Tony Around the Horn.
Around the Horn.
Yeah.
Johnson takes the walk.
Odds are you're born in the sun.
Ninth batter now for Modesto. Ninth batter, only the 2nd hit.
The right fielder, number 11, Bryce Cannon.
Another lefty. Vecchio to face the now first baseman, Cannon. Who's homered in this game? He's kind of up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big flies for Modesto. The largest of them all, the one in this inning off the bat of Tyler Williams. What was Druick's in Missoula? Was that 456?
Yeah.
And that cleared it by some 18 feet. I think the longest home run ever hit against the Ballers was 511, and that was off the bat of the big outfielder from Rocky Mountain, Steven Rivas.
511?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was deep into the Colorado Springs afternoon.
Well, one of those Mike Silver's kids was the VP for Kennedy when he was running for president. Girl.
2 shakeoffs from Delvecchio. One and 2. We will have, unless there's an 8-run comeback, one more game tomorrow, which could well be the rubber match of this series. Oakland has won the first game of each series so far on this homestand. They've dropped the last 2 to Long Beach. They don't want to do that to Modesto. They've got only 9 outs. They're down 8. See what they can do in the final 3 innings for their bats.
That could only mean one thing. It's time for the 7th inning stretch presented by Planet Fitness. Everybody up, arms in the air, sing along to our favorite song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers. I don't care if I ever get back.
folks having fun at our Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch here on our Punk Nights. 2,710 strong. And we will see Leahy, then Allgaier, and Blythe against Aaron Moreno, who has thrown 1 2/3 straight 5 up, 5 down relief. Again, just 1 hit for Oakland in their last 10 batters. I remember a game against Long Beach where I said, 8 outs to go and 6 runs. Which will happen first? And it turns out it was more like 10 runs. As Leahy lines out. Ballers are down 8, and they have 8 outs left. And one thing I'm hoping for now is that this 8 ball does not come into play next inning.
Well, Moreno has faced 6 batters, and has set down all of them. I mean, he's kind of stabilized everything after Talley started to waver in that 4th.
Certainly in line for a victory. That's fouled away. Allgaier today has doubled twice. We do not know who's starting for either team tomorrow yet, unless you have some intel. Gareth looks quizzically at me. 1 and 2.
I wish I had an answer.
No one's final yet, but I'd like to point out in the 2nd inning, it's 9-9 Red Pocket in Idaho Falls. Justin Tremble, a 3-run home run in that game. It's a hitter's league, folks. 2 outs. Here's Blythe. The first run of this game was a RBI double for Blythe right down first base line. Didn't hit the ball any farther than 33 feet on the first bounce and snuck it past Handren for Oakland's opening run. Well, Moreno, whatever he's doing right now, it's almost unhittable. And nothing harder than about 90, 91.
Oh.
Working in some breaking balls, keeping guys off balance. Blythe off the end of the bat. Did he get it? He did! It's a solo shot. All right, well, my eyes didn't work once today, and now my ears did, because that was actually barreled at 108. 390 feet to center. Did that seem a little bit off the bat to you, or is it just me?
It did sound a little funny. Maybe, I don't know. You can give Noah the credit. I mean, he's just a strong dude.
He's just a really strong dude. I mean, see the swing.
I mean,
maybe a little bit up the barrel.
Maybe a little bit. Because, yeah, it did sound a little thin. Not as flush as the one that Tyler Williams hit. But, again, that just shows you how strong Noah Blythe is. That's his game. He's a power hitter.
All right, well, Moreno is human, and the worst home run call of the year. Jeter hits that out of play. There has to be one. I mean, if you're going to measure them all up one by one, there has to be a worst and a best. Why not?
Well, at least you didn't say it was a foul ball or anything like that.
Well, could always be worse, I suppose. Well, that has avoided, at least for now, the need for a magic 8th inning. And the good folks of Modesto, you don't need a magic 8th inning right now. Three and 1 to Jeter, who's already walked twice today. He's hit his 15th home run of the contest. It was, at the time, a 3-0 game. That's ball 4 inside. 3 walks and a home run. In that game between Red Pocket and Idaho Falls, by the way, as Alex Leach comes out to have a chat with his righty. Unfortunately, Solomon Washington has given up 9 earned. Oof.
Ballers fans, check out that promo code on our beautiful video board. Look at it now. It's
Solomon, who was with the Ballers for spring training during that evaluation period.
Cuba Sutter has finally scored some runs. It's 9-5 in the bottom of the 8th, the Coast lead. They were shut out yesterday by Long Beach. I mean, with the way that Long Beach and Billings are playing, not only are they playing at unbelievable, I wouldn't say unremarkable, unbelievable paces, but right now no one is going to catch them. The Hawks are playing great baseball. They're keeping up. And right now they're ahead 3-2 over Ogden, who's tied with Modesto for that 5th place spot.
The designated hitter number 21.
Modesto, even if they play winning baseball the rest of the way, they may not even catch Long Beach. They're going to have to probably go up head-to-head against them. Here's Buford.
That's where Modesto might need the help of Oakland. And next time the Ballers face the Coast, just before the 4th of July, they might need their help.
That's hit toward right center field. Does it have enough? No, Tyler Williams tracks that down.
After 7, Modesto 15.
A home run for Noah Blythe. Makes it a 7-run game with 6 outs to go for each side.
Serving the plumbing industry and do-it-yourself consumers. We have 5 branches in Northern California to serve you, each with a complete stock of plumbing, heating, and sheet metal supplies. Visit us online at RubenSteamSupply.com and visit us at our location in West Oakland at 2800 San Pablo Avenue at the corner of 28th Street and San Pablo, and see how we can help. Down to you, Aubrey.
Thanks, Tarek. All right, it's our final game of the Green and Gold contest. It's the Ruben Steam Toilet Bowl Toss. We have Avon and we have Ruben for Team Green and Team Gold. They're going to take toilet paper rolls and toss it into the toilet behind us. The first to make 3 is going to be our winner. Okay, you guys ready? All right, turn around, get your first set of paper rolls in your hand. There you go. And up in 3, 2, 1, go. Hole in 1 for Ruben. All right, the score is gold 1, green 0, gold 2. Gold has 2. 2-1. Score is 2-2. Next one is going to be our winner. Keep getting those. Towards our winner. Is, oh, we're still going. We're still going. The winner is green.
But is it enough to win the entire game? No! Gold has 1! If you have a gold wristband on, have it on as you read that.
Our final 2 innings, as Delvecchio is on the hill. Ballers trail by 7. It's 15-8. I'm Tyler Peterson with Gareth Clark. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight, whether you're watching here in the East Bay or whether you're in the Central Valley. If you're with us on our YouTube chat, drop us a line. Get in there. Let us know you're watching.
Get in there, you said.
This is Jacob Lejewski. He's 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs. He's driven 1 in. Was hit by a Burkett fastball to begin the 9-batter, 5-run 7th. And he scored the first of 3 runs on a Dunhurst 3-run shot. Ballers still have both of their challenges. Modesto's out for the rest of tonight's contest. Out of play. I'm not sure when this, I don't know why I'm fascinated by this Red Pocket Idaho Falls game. I'm not sure when it started, but now it's 10-9 in the top of the 3rd.
In the top of the 3rd?
The top of the 3rd.
Wow.
Blake Barker is now on the hill for Solomon Washington. A strikeout for Del Vecchio. Idaho Falls has also, by the way, claimed in the last week Damian Stone and Liam Rocha.
Okay.
Damian, I understand, will be moving on to other non-playing baseball options for him. So I don't think he's going to report to Idaho Falls, but Liam Rocha, we could see him alongside Washington and Barker and Trimble. Liniak has been on base 4 times and is almost hit again. He hasn't been hit today, but he's almost been hit a couple of times. Erhaj is here. Mass Spectrician is here. The question is, where is here? Oof. Is this 3? Off the top of that pole. 385 feet. 4 hits for Liniak. And they get the run back. And now, you know what? It is a magic 8th inning. All right, folks, you know the drill. If you are in our YouTube chat, and for the folks in Modesto, you're going to be new to this, but I have in my hand the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent Magic 8 Ball. And if you have a question for the Magic 8 Ball, you can ask me and have that burning question that's been eating you up at night that you woke up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat about. You can have that answered today and have it getting just done with. Erhaj is checking in from London, Ontario. Tarek Ansari wants to know how far is Team USA going in the World Cup. And Tarek knows better. The 8 Ball only responds to questions of yes or no.
Come on, Tarek. He's a vet, too. He should know.
It's a fairly charged question for all of us who have seen such a great outcome in the first 2 games for the U.S. men's national team, that I almost don't want to know what the 8 Ball has in store for us. It's, I think, forbidden knowledge Price is popped up. Allgaier's going to have a shot. Larry Price gets out of the way, and it is no play. Tarek re-asks the Magic 8 Ball. Is the U.S. going to make the semifinals? The 8 Ball says concentrate and ask again. So you've blown your shot twice now. By the way, Nico, if you'd like to show us in the cam real quick, here is the 8 Ball. If you can get our booth cam, there you go. All right, let's get back to the field. But this is the 8 Ball that knows all, as it's a swing and a miss, but Dunhurst is going to reach first safely. So it's a second strikeout and a wild pitch. Eric Hodge wants to know, Magic 8 Ball, will Tyler explore the music of Tobe in Wigway?
Number 7, Justin.
You have this nice little rotation. you don't like shake it.
No, this is like a fine wine, my friend. Most likely. There you go. Most likely. Okay. Listen, I've got a 15-minute ride home. That's good enough for what? 4 songs?
Oh yeah.
Or 1 extended play of something like American Pie.
Everybody clap your hands.
I will ask the 8 Ball a question. Two out. Low. When I go, actually I'll say this. Will the U.S. national team jerseys come back in stock for me to buy one? That's what I'd like to know. My reply is no. Well, thanks.
Have you been searching?
I've been searching for an official one.
The second baseman, number 25,
Not a
Logan Sutter.
unofficial one.
Not something where I don't know if the stitching is going to come out in 2 weeks or national is spelled Naitonal.
It sounds like you're speaking from personal experience.
Not to say I've been ripped off before, but when you talk about international soccer, you find yourself on some rather odd websites if you decide to really, really try to get in a piece of the action.
Then there's some where the quality is actually, it's surprisingly good, but it takes like half a year to show up at your apartment or house.
You are a winner.
You know, they say 6 to 8 weeks, and that actually becomes like half a year. And then you forgot that you even ordered it.
Someone's trying to ask, will you beat your 9 a.m. return time from a road trip? Oh, will that ever be beat? Oh my.
I hope not.
Oh, Lordy. I sure hope not. Ask again later. Ooh,
thank goodness.
Magic 8 Ball is letting me off. This is Sutter who fouls one back. Sutter is on sombrero watch. He has hit a 3-run home run, but he has struck out 3 times. And he's down, or rather up in the count 2-1. Now even at 2. Dan Silver wants to know, Magic 8 Ball, will Nevada Cullen make an appearance at a Bees game this year? My sources, which the 8 Ball apparently has, did not know that was an option on the dodecahedron or whatever this is. My sources say no. That's through pass. I got a pass ball, and so does Booney. That is a 12-sided die, a dodecahedron? Anyone? I look down at Tarek. He's got nothing for me. Second and third, a 3-2 count. As Delvecchio will step up.
Oh, they call it balk.
Whoa, Delvecchio saying, wait a minute. Well, I'm not sure what the argument is. If that occurred in a timeout, or if they're saying he made a motion to the plate as if he was coming set. A box scores the run. It's an unearned run because of the pass ball. It's a 17th run. It's a walk.
Challenge.
McCall, the ball is being challenged. After review, the call of the ball is confirmed.
So this inning has been a little bit odd for Delvecchio. He's given up a home run. He has had two strikeouts. One of those strikeouts reached base. That player then advanced on a walk and then a passed ball and comes in on a balk. Here's Williams, who moonshot is not even a recognizable term for it. That was like an Io shot, a Titan shot, a Saturn shot. I mean, it was way, way out of this inner solar system. A Ganymede shot. Got any others for me?
Did you say Pluto's shot already? I don't know.
I did not. Erhaj informs me dodecahedron is correct. Well, I appreciate that. And again, I don't know if that is the correct type of shape that is inside this Magic 8 Ball, but I was making sure I had the correct term for that particular shape. Dan Silver wants to know, do I have a chance in my upcoming knocker ball appearance against Ice Cold Kenny? And I think Dan knows better that it's a bad idea. The 8 Ball says, would you like to read it this time?
Don't count on it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm taking Ice Cold Kenny here. Oof.
Wheels are starting to come off the cart here in the 8th. Screws are a little loose. Here is Hendrick. Strikeout, homer, strikeout, walk, walk, walk. And they're loaded for Hendrick. He takes strike one. If you're wondering if it's been a long game, it has. Approaching the 3-hour mark. This is in the air. McKenzie. His only play will be to throw to third on the sacrifice fly by Hendrick. Now the question is, an 18th run for Modesto, what is the most Oakland has given up this season? I know they've scored 23. Question is, do I have enough time to get through my book before this is over at the plate? First pitch strike. Would have probably had to come on the road with you, Gareth.
Oh, yeah.
18 given up on Wednesday, so that ties that. Anything from that road trip in the 20s? I'm trying to remember.
From Oakland's giving up side? Or?
Yes, giving up side.
No.
No.
Oakland did score 23 in the series finale in Missoula.
A high deep drive to center. McKenzie is back to the track, and he's there with room to finish out this inning. 3 runs are in. That's a 10-run ball game as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Continuing the Magic 8 Ball. If you'd like to get in, your questions on this Magic 8th inning.
You get to run the bases after the game, and the whole team lines up for autographs. And tomorrow, even take your dad to the game and have a pre-game catch. So join us tomorrow, where it's always family day on Sundays with the Ballers. Down to you, Aubrey.
A special announcement and thank you guys. Can you guys help me give out our Ballers fan of the game? Okay, we've spotted somebody very still. He's wearing a sick white hat. Hi, what is your name? Aiden. This is Aiden, everybody. This is our Ballers fan of the game, so we want to gift you a baseball signed by our Michael Riley. Can we hear a Go Baller? Go big.
Ballers fans, a reminder that the gates close 30 minutes after the game, the parking gates that is. So make sure to move your car if you plan to head over to the amazing Prescott Market after the game.
Welcome back to our Magic 8th inning here in the bottom of the 8th, 18-8, Modesto leading Oakland. I'm Tyler Peterson, he's Gareth Kwok, and the entity, is the Magic 8 Ball. And there is a question in our YouTube chat. Please get these questions in. You have but 3 outs left. This is a big one. Will Jeter Ibarra hit 50 home runs this season? It's a big ask. The 8 Ball says it is certain.
Oh.
Now, his pace is a 50 home run pace.
For sure.
And
what was Almanza last year?
Almanza got to 30. I know he got to 30. I don't know if it was more than that. Let's refresh the old memory here. Sullivan will pop out. Aaron Moreno, by the way, how about the relief appearance he has had so far? He's just allowed the 1 home run to Blythe.
Yeah. Just done it with the off speed today.
3 innings of 1 hit, 1 walk baseball. 31 home runs for Almanza last year, and Jeter is, of course, on pace. On pace is a kind of a dirty term because it doesn't actually mean anything. It just means that if you were to do the exact same thing you were to do right now, you would get there, which is not how sports work, but it's fun to talk about.
Well, I have a question for the 8 Ball.
Yes.
As someone who has always tried to grow facial hair, but has just never had success. It just never ends up well. So, Magic 8 Ball, will I ever grow a beard, a legit beard?
You're giving the 8 Ball a big time forever. Rather suspicious, better not tell you now.
My suspicions were confirmed.
I, for many years, have tried to get some going. Pass singles to left. Mixed results.
Yeah.
I can definitely get the mustache line and the facial hair at the chin. It's the rest of sort of the lower cheek area that is a little bit tougher.
Did you have a nice pandemic stash or beard at all?
Let's you say, hey, did you have a nice pandemic? How was yours? Was your house good? No, I
You kept it trim.
Just because I didn't go outside did not mean I was not disgusted by myself when I looked in the mirror. Here is Mackenzie, who's homered today. Is that a step up?
Looked like it.
All right. Rather demonstrative point from Robert Headley. Oh, Mackenzie! How about number 2? How far did that one go? 423. And the bat is reawoken for TJ Mackenzie today. A multi-homer game. 10 runs now for Oakland. It does keep this magic 8th inning intact, as it is now an 8-run game.
He jumped on that high fastballer once.
Dan wants to know, is TP's opinion on avocados objectively, factually incorrect? Oh, excuse me, objectively, factually incorrect. The 8-ball says very doubtful because, Dan, avocados are extremely unhealthy for me. So that is just a matter of fact. Now, they might be healthy for you, but they're extremely unhealthy for me. Tarek Ansari is testing his luck here with a 3rd question for the 8-ball. Can I announce a game on the road with Gareth in Long Beach? Signs point to no.
Oh, my goodness. Well, if you don't make the trip down, Tarek is more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Tarek. Lodging, though, not sold separately.
You like your solo, don't you?
You know. Who doesn't?
Druick out of play. Now, did you have your own room with Chesapeake?
I did for half, I guess, a year and a half, and then the back half of last year, we reverted to a roommate system, which is fine. I don't mind it at all. My partner, Andre Maguero, we got along very well as roommates and co-broadcasters.
So it was a double broadcaster on the road situation.
Yes, for a couple of tandem trips.
That makes sense.
Well, you know, if you want to take a phone call, you know, you got to go outside. If you want, so one person gets up a little earlier than the other.
Druick is going to get robbed. That's a heck of a play from Sutter, who was pretty deep into left field.
Yeah. That was a great play from Sutter. Smooth slide, smooth pick for the throw.
All right, 2 outs. Get your last questions in. In this 18-10 ball game. Big swing and a miss by Leahy, who is 0 for 4 today, excuse me.
So I'm trying to join a softball league for the fall.
Okay.
But I don't have anybody to join with. I'm a quote-unquote free agent. So will I get picked up for this fall for a softball league? And I hope it's one answer.
It is decidedly so.
Oh.
Every once in a while, it rolls around to something I've never seen before.
It's got what? The same. It's got the same answers or such.
I don't think anybody's writing new ones in there.
No.
I think it's just every once in a while the rotation. You know, if it's one out of however there are.
You really do rotate it like it's a glass of red wine, like some Zinfandel or something.
I don't need to shake it like a can of Coke that I'm trying to explode.
It doesn't have to be Coke. It could be anything. It could be a blender bottle.
Sure.
Samoje.
I do shake my orange juice pretty violently, I will say. This morning, I shook it pretty violently. Lajewski to end the 8th. All right, folks, that's it for your Magic 8th inning. And it leads to 2 Oakland runs and 3 Modesto runs. After 8 innings, it's 18-10 Modesto on Ballers TV.
All right, Casey's bringing out the Oaklandish cannon. Heads up, here comes some baseball.
Your attention, please. We have a few changes to notes. Now playing right field, number 9, Isai Santos. And now switching from his former position of right field to the pitcher is number 27, Noah Blythe. This pitching change brought to you by Barnes.
Making his 4th appearance on the round this year, the Shohei Ohtani of Oakland. Noah Blythe. Who will mesmerize you with the epheses.
Hey, don't forget about the quick pitch. He'll break that out, I would imagine, at some point. But yes, a healthy dose of moonballs and epheses.
So I think they're just trying to help the umpires figure stuff out. Oh. Aaron's not. I don't think Tony Prater understands what has happened here, and Aaron's a little teed off. Blythe came in from right field to the mound. Santos is coming for the DH Buford.
I think that's what he's trying to explain to them.
I mean, it's an uncommon practice, but I mean, it's pretty easy on a scorecard. You lose the DH, Santos bats, and I think Aaron, with some histrionics, is just trying to explain the intricate movements of this. We've got it up here.
I think everybody's just trying to get to the finish line, and well, the umpires still, I don't know if they still are not quite understanding Aaron's explanation.
I don't know it. I really don't get this. Because you lose the DH spot. Right. And that spot has to go now to Isai Santos.
They're looking at the lineup card. They're still figuring it out.
Come on now. Santos comes in. He will bat in the 6th spot. He goes to right field. Blythe comes in from right to the pitcher spot. So I think Aaron is more incredulous than he is mad. All right. We're straightened out.
Well, now JT Snow will get an explanation.
I think
but JT knows the game. Yeah. JT knows what Aaron's trying to do.
Well, now what? I want to kind of tell JT, hey, dude, it's an 8-run game in the 9th. Okay.
Now what? Do they still not believe that Santos should be allowed in right field? This is very perplexing.
I mean, it's slightly complicated, but it's not this complicated.
Well, this is not the first time Aaron has done this.
JT's still on the field. I think. First pitch is down low. JT's still on the field. We're playing ball.
We have another rules disparity here.
I mean, all we're saying is.
Oh, also, come on.
It's a challenge. Challenge. That's not. Oh, it's here. Yes, that's a strike. It's a strike. Do you not have it, Nick? All right. You're right. If you need me to call it, that's fine. It's 2-2.
The Oakland Ballers have one challenge remaining.
McKenzie is going to make the catch. One away.
That was bizarre.
Yes, it has been bizarre. I will say, I also have never seen an EFIS challenge, but that was pretty fun.
Which would not slide in big league baseball. You cannot challenge when a position player is on the mound.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no ABS. I mean, the hitter can't challenge a ball or a strike that's in around the zone in this type of situation.
All Geyer, 2 outs.
But it's not often you have the catcher from the team trying to challenge for his position player.
Well, Noah Blythe right now, if you can see what's happening behind home plate, is making a lot of friends strike to Liniak, who turns around in horror. Hey, 64 from Blythe. It's 3 up and 3 down. Let's move on to the bottom of the 9th on Ballers TV.
Hey, fans behind home plates, start dancing. You're on the camera. You guys in the field seats. You guys are the MVPs, guys.
Yeah, we've got a mosh pit behind home plate right now. At least we did in the break. Those folks are having a good old time on our punk rock night.
That was probably the loudest I've ever heard it for a position player pitching for either side.
This is Johan Castillo, a lefty we last saw with the Colorado Springs Sky Sox.
Now pitching from Modesto.
In between the inning, there was still some conversation with JT Snow and Larry Price over this roster shuffling, and I'm just trying to wrap my mind around what the argument could be. Is it that if you lose the DH, it has to be the DH that comes into the game? I'm just trying to think of anything that would give them some sort of reason to be out there. I just can't think of one. So it's going to be Allgaier, Blythe, Ibarra, and then Santos.
Blythe was in right to start the game. Became the pitcher for the 9th. And then Santos took over in right field.
All right,
But the thing is, Aaron Miles has done this like with Blythe. I think one of those maybe 3 outings he was off the bench, but the other times he's been in the field.
I mean, you're going to talk yourself in circles because Aaron is just going to say the same thing over and over again. He now just takes the card and is going to show him by pointing the moves he has made. I think finally we have some sort of satisfaction that in a 8-run ball game that the correct substitution has been allowed. Allgaier will start, then Blythe, Ibarra, and Santos. Castillo's first pitch is a strike. Castillo has a real nice 3.04 ERA in 23 innings, which is way, way better than his ERA last year with NOCO and the Sky Sox. As Allgaier is going to have a hit, might have his 3rd double of the game. He does. Castillo was overused by a pitching staff with NOCO in Colorado Springs that had to throw guys pretty much 5 innings every night as a travel team for the second half of the year. So probably in a role where he can have a lot of success. Here is Blythe, who will take his second at bat as a pitcher in this homestand. It was an 18-5 game when Long Beach last protested. There's no protest been issued here, but again, the rule was correct with the 3-batter minimum, despite my lack of knowledge to it. And I just, again, there's just some conversation about, I think it is around Santos. Yeah. And I just don't understand of what we're talking about. But maybe someone can let me know after the game. Blythe sends it in the air. Down the line, Liniak makes the catch. And that'll bring up Ibarra. There's someone, I think, in a Howie Long jersey behind home plate. They're getting a little Raiders chant started. And are we in OTAs right now? Oh, I wish I could ask the 8-ball something, but it's the 9th. Dare I? I'm going to allow myself.
Call of a strike is being challenged.
I'm going to allow myself one as Ibarra challenges this.
The call of a strike is overturned to a ball.
Overturned to a ball.
You're the boss, man.
Magic 8 Ball. I'm going to use this power, but only once. Should I buy a Fernando Mendoza jersey? Reply, Hazy, try again. I'm not going to press my luck. Ibarra, a ground ball. A cannon will flip to Castillo, 3-1. Allgaier heads to third. Oh. Oh no.
Now what?
Yeah. Now what is right. This is what the argument is about. Where was he? Hold on. I've got it now. Got it. I see what's happened. Okay. Boy, this box score is going to be messy. Aaron Miles brought in Blythe from right field and put Del Vecchio in right, and then swapped out Santos for Del Vecchio as Cam Buford takes one over to the Ivy for a 2-run home run, and it's 18-12.
We are gonna.
You just have to laugh. I'm sorry.
Let's just say our work is not going to be done as soon as we get off the air.
You take the story as usual. I'll take this box score, my friend. I'll have to bring my book home with me. Cam Buford, 382 to left field.
That was Del Vecchio. That was Del Vecchio in right?
No. It was Santos.
Oh, he put Santos as a pitcher.
Or do I have that wrong? The game's over. All right, we'll figure that out. 7:58 our final time. We'll take a break and come back on the Ballers postgame show.
Down to you, Aubrey.
I'm going to do this for Aubrey. Tomorrow is Father's Day here at Monty Park. We have a special opportunity for dads to play catch on the field before the game, and kids run the bases after the game, and the whole team lines up for autographs. So you want to be here on Sunday, right, Aubrey?
Sunday or Wednesday is a ballpark for sure. You got a nice 1 o'clock start time. It's nice and sunny, and you get to meet every single Oakland baller after the game. So we want to see you tomorrow for Father's Day. Bring on your dad and your mother here. Hey, Tarek, what's that code to get 30% off of that game?
Code to get 30% off is do it yourself. And it's right there on the video board. You can use that code to get tickets for tomorrow. It's a great idea. Do it yourself gets you 30% off tickets, not just for tomorrow, but for any game. But we'd love to see you out here tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. And you can take your dad, as Aubrey and Casey said, and have a catch with them before the game. Get some autographs signed by the players and have your kids run the bases afterwards. Best place to be on a Sunday right here at Monty Park. From all of us here with the Oakland Ballers, thank you so much for coming out on this Saturday night. Have a good rest of your evening. And if you are driving home, or even if you're biking home, be sure to do so.
Welcome back to Oakland Ballers Baseball. It's a 18-12 final. And I can tell you now, I am very happy to have figured out that, yes, it was more complicated than we originally thought, but yes, it is the correct way to do it. Okay, so JT Snow has a gripe because he's bringing in a new pitcher, a guy who is already in the game, but he's not getting rid of his DH. So there was a gripe there. So what happened is this. Blythe is in right field. Delvecchio is on the mound. Right now, the DH is hitting for the man on the mound.
Yep.
He is the designated fielder. When Delvecchio and Blythe switch, Cam is still hitting for Dylan Delvecchio.
Yep.
But Dylan Delvecchio is now in right field. But Delvecchio's spot is still a designated fielder. And at that point, Delvecchio is replaced in the field by another fielder. That's Isai Santos, who Cam Buford is now DHing for. So Blythe's spot never moves, Cam's spot never moves, and Santos' spot, which is the pitcher's spot, which is now the right fielder's spot, never moves. And that is the thing I am happiest about today, that I figured out what is going on. Kudos to Aaron. I must say to JT, I understand now where his confusion came from. I think the conversation is warranted to be had, but that is the correct orientation of how things go. Would you like to say anything about the game?
No, I mean, would I like to say anything about the game? Well, Modesto can hit home runs. That's what we can talk about. 6 of them from the Roadsters. Griffin Smith today, maybe you saw a little bit of some rust. It had been his first time pitching in a real game in about a month, and his fastball command wasn't quite there. The changeup and the slider looked legit. I think that's something you can work off of heading into his next start, but Modesto was ready for the fastball, and they took full advantage of it. And to give credit to Moreno in the bullpen for the Roadsters and sort of neutralizing the Oakland offense. But when Modesto scores, they've been led by their pitching and their defense throughout the first quarter of the season, and when they put up big numbers like this makes them a really tough team to beat. Now it sets up another rubber match for tomorrow, and if you want to feel good about at least this homestand and grabbing one of the 2-3 game series, you got to set your sights on tomorrow, in which it could be another bullpen game given this TBD, to be determined approach for tomorrow.
We'll see. It could be Michael Riley, who did start this series out. It could be someone else on the staff. We have not yet seen Jacob Petersheim, who joined the team yesterday. He might be out on the mound as well. Could it be Derek Murphy, who pitched real well in his last outing again? We'll see. We'll take a break and come back, wrap up some scores and final thoughts on tonight's contest, and get you ready for that final game tomorrow. This is Ballers Baseball on Ballers TV.
I've not seen it done. No. Creative fool with this. That's why JT had them by the way. Yeah.
Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on Ballers TV. It's an 18-12 final here from Oakland. It's a win for Modesto that pushes Game 3 to a rubber match in our series. Got couple final notes around the league. We don't yet have a final in Long Beach, but they are up 9-6 on Yuba Sutter. Billings a 13-8 lead in Billings against Great Falls in the top of the 8th. And then Missoula a 2-0 lead on Glacier. The Red Pocket Mobiles, 2-0 lead on Glacier, I should say, in the 7th. The Red Pocket Mobiles 15, Idaho Falls 10, that in the bottom of the 5th. And then Boise now an 8-4 lead over Ogden in the top of inning 6.
And last but not least, Major League Baseball scores. A's are down 2-0 to the Angels in the bottom of the 3rd. The Giants in Miami. Marlins win 6-3 over the Giants. Braves win 4-3 over the Brewers. Rays and Nationals from Tampa. Nationals win 4-3. Padres win an extra 6-4 in 10 over the Rangers. Guardians 8-1 winners over the Astros. Phillies thump the Mets 15-3. Blue Jays 8-6 winners over the Cubs. Reds defeat the Yankees big 10-2. Tigers win 4-1 against the White Sox, and then a couple other games in progress. 2-0 D-backs in the 2-0 Twins in the top of the 4th against the D-backs. 2-1 Red Sox over the Mariners in the bottom of the 4th. Orioles 3, Dodgers 0, bottom of the 4th, and Rockies 2, Pirates 1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, we thank you for being with us today. The Ballers and Roasters will play one more tomorrow, 1:05 start. TBD for both sides. We'll see who comes out for each staff for this 3-game series becomes a 6-game series, and the Ballers travel to Modesto for 3 more on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I want to thank Gareth Kwok, and with the booth in the booth with me. I want to thank Nico back in our Buenos Aires studios. And I want to thank you for tuning in, both here in Oakland and in Modesto. It's been a pleasure having you along, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.